All right, what is going on, fellas? As you might be able to see, that is a gold band on my hand, which means I am back from my honeymoon, my wedding. Danny and the Domain guys and Mason were kind enough to attend my wedding, which was very enjoyable. If you guys saw the Flock League short that
You
came
were
out, of
blitzed.
me just completely wrecked by the end of the night dancing, but it was a hell of a time, man. I can't lie. It was a hell of a time. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but that was definitely the best night of my life.
Yeah, no, we were having a good time, and it was funny. I was about to pull a trick out of AJ's sleeve because I see AJ in here. You got the ring on your finger, but I'm married to the game.
He's married to the game, yes. Also, this is fucking unhinged comment. What's up, my favorite athletes? What are we saying here? What are we saying?
Yo, if you had said that it was a Danny solo stream, Dylan would not still be in the chat.
Yeah, Dylan would be out of there.
Dylan would be out of there so quick.
Also, Jared, if you're in here, get that dog shit out of my DMs, bro. Bro sent me a fucking just an absolute piss missile today of a trade.
Which Jared?
Sir King Jared. He wanted Brian Thomas Jr., my 28-1 and my 27-2 for Emeka Egbuka. Like when I texted him back, I'm like, did you actually think I was gonna accept this?
Yeah, no. I mean, you're an Egbuka guy. He's got to try, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. First off, we can go through the trade questions. We'll go through the team reviews. As always, for those of you guys that are filing in here, the stuff is pinned in the chat. If you want to get a team review done during this stream, we'll cover it for you. If you have a trade question, feel free to submit it. Of course, free Dynasty Decisions 2.0 is coming to those of you guys that sign up for an annual Mother Flocker, and anybody who got a 2.0 in our last live stream, which would have been before my wedding, they should have those in the Flock DMs. So make sure to check those out. Shout out to Jordan, because I don't know if you could see this, Danny. This is not a team review. This is a trade question that he donated $78.50 on. So shout out to Jordan. He said, wedding gift for Corey. Help me craft a trade involving these players. First off, I'm going to send you another trade question, two more. Honestly, I'll send you two more trade questions because
I was going to say, just send him a review.
Yeah. This is 12 days ago. I was going to say, yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah.
2 trade questions and a review for the nice donation. This is 12 days ago. So we're obviously like way behind on as far as like crafting this trade is concerned. Jace is interested in some rebuilding assets. So I believe, is this in, yeah, so this is what, don't give a flock, maybe?
Yeah. And no, I got 2029 first. And I got 2029 first rounders that are weighing down my team in the main thing because they don't calculate actually into the valuations yet.
Jordan actually sent me a trade for his 2029 first rounders
this morning.
Well, earlier he sent me one like a week and a half ago about Jordan Love, but I'm not really willing to sell Jordan Love for a 29, 1 and 2.
What I thought you were gonna say is so he DM'd me this morning about a potential trade he could have made. So I wasn't sure if he also messaged you.
I see. No, he messaged me a couple, like last live stream. I told him I'd be interested in selling Jordan Love involving some stuff, but he didn't. I don't have anything. He didn't have any other picks, and I'm like, I would want like to sell Jordan Love. I'd want like 2 2s and a 1 if they're that far away, and he doesn't have his 28 picks or anything like that. So, anyways, help me craft a trade involving these players. Jace is interested in some rebuilding assets. So I know Jordan is looking for quarterback help. So I think that Joe Burrow is probably the primary asset that you'd be looking for here. When I look through his team.
Yeah.
Where's Jordan's team here? Am I baked? Which team is his?
Hair Jordan.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Bro, are you blind?
I am. Yeah. So on his team, he's actually like in a pretty tough spot considering he doesn't have a lot of picks. But did he make this deal?
So I'll tell you what happened. Yeah, he did that last week.
So he must have made this trade.
So absolutely make sure he gets the vouchers because he's already done this deal.
Okay. Yes. All right.
Because it makes sense if it was 12 days ago because the last review we did was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So what was the trade?
So you know what? Actually, we'll talk about the trade he messaged me in the DMs if that's okay. What I told him is I didn't like the tight end swap, but it was basically something along the lines of JSN plus Shuck for Dak plus Lamb. Now, the person he was doing it with wanted Kraft on top, and he would have to get Gadsden back. And I said, I would rather just keep Kraft there. But he did mention an opportunity. Should I offer this as well for like the Amon or a Goff stack? I do think if you can get a more productive quarterback than Shuck, again, I don't mind Shuck as much, but at the same time, redraft projection, Dak, Goff, especially in a 6-point passing touchdown like the league format is, they're going to crush in that league. On top of that, we kind of went over from a redraft perspective that is JSN all that ahead of Amon and Lamb? Like I was talking about it this morning.
I have Amon ranked ahead of JSN.
I moved JSN below them. I did.
Yeah, I can't lie. Jordan, I don't like these trades. Like in the calc based on my rankings, it says you lost them both. And when we go to like the My Teams feature, you're 12th. And you have no capital, like none of it. So maybe I should reconsider your 2029 first and second for Jordan Love, because maybe it's going to end up being a high pick. But I don't know. I think I look at this big deal that you made. Yes, you end up getting Joe Burrow, but you sacrificed like a lot of players in the process. Like you got rid of Purdy and Burrow, like reasonably. Yes, there's a difference between them in redraft, but is it big enough to give up Kenneth Walker, Drake London, and Jameson Williams in the process to only get, Olave, Chase Brown, and some fodder back, and then also giving up Laporta, Downs, and Watson, which I would much rather have this side of the deal than the Javonte, Shakir, and Washington side.
So it's funny you mentioned that because I actually did.
Oh, Danny just refreshes his page mid sentence. But yeah, anyways, obviously this was 12 days ago.
Sorry for the blue balls.
Yeah, there you go. Your camera is not working on my page here.
Is it not?
Yeah.
It shows up on my end. Do you guys see me in stream? Comment in the stream chat. Because if not, I can leave.
There you go. Now you're back.
Back. Okay. So the reason why I said this is because he actually submitted this team in this league for a Dynasty Decisions that I just sent him. The other day, July 11th, I want to say I sent it to him. But basically, I addressed the deal in that review. So let me just pull it up just for ease sake. Okay, you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the team that he submitted. Obviously, I mentioned you want to hold your high-end production. Burrow, Brown, Javonte. Obviously, this was post the deal, so I saw the update of the deal after, as opposed to when he sent that trade question. I mentioned, can you pivot JSN plus Shuck into Lamb plus Dak? The one I suggested. Can you get like Dak, Lamb, and Evans and give up Shuck, JSN, and like a Parker Washington? I think that would make sense if you can make that type of swap. And then the other thing I listed here, evaluating moves since the review. I did the overarching, like Purdy, London were the big pieces you sent. Brown, Burrow were the big pieces you got back. I said, looks like you made some big time swaps since this submission. To be honest, I like the net side of the side you gave up more, but I understand the rationale. If you prefer those redraft projections, it's a fairish value swap by the trade calculator.
Yeah, I'm not going to be as nice. I'm not going to be as nice. I hate both the trades.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said I like the net of the side you gave up more. I'm too nice sometimes.
You're too nice sometimes. Danny has the someone commented on our wide receiver tier list rankings. They were like, Busch is really mad at this video. I was like laughing, but
bro, I noticed there were comments that were like, "Why are you guys so on edge today?" Like,
I was on edge. It was like fucking 5 days before my wedding. All right, like I was doing a lot of shit.
Which totally was like the context, but it was just funny because I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, I didn't think we were that edgy. Like, were we extra edgy? And I can tell
I was for sure.
I could tell a couple times you were, but I'm like, it's fine. Like we don't take anything fucking serious. And also, thanks for the like on the Flock League edition. You're a good sport. I hope the rest of the fellas enjoy. Yeah, appreciate you, James. Appreciate you.
Yeah, but anyways, Jordan, I really appreciate the donation. I wish I could have given you better news, but I don't love the trades that you ended up making. That's pretty much all it comes down to for me. So
big Sammy Stacks, baby.
There we go, Sammy. And do we know what your team name is going to be? Is it going to be Sammy Lad? Is it going to be someone said Fanny Lad, which I thought was funny.
I mentioned that to Sammy. I'm like, somebody commented in our league chat, we should name it like Sammy Lad or Fanny Lad. And he's like, we can kind of come up something with a more creative than just combining our names. So I'm like, that's also a fair point.
That's fair point. Yeah. Danny Stacks.
Stacks. Yo.
Anyways,
we'll go through the trade questions. Baby.
Yeah, there we go.
Says those guys. That's going to be the market.
Yeah, it is. Guys, really interested in CD. What can I add? Okay. So
look at his team.
Yeah, so
keep in mind if I remember
Dylan Hampton plus for Lamb in this case, and
if I remember Dylan's league, because we did a team review on it. Also, apologies for speaking over, but we did a team review on this team. He was a juggernaut, and let's just say the valuations he can get to favor his side quite easily in this league. So it looks like he already made the deal. Then wait, what? Guys, really interested?
Yeah, so he already got Amari Hampton in this trade. I'm not exactly sure. Again, this is 11 days ago. Like, I'll send you a free trade question because we got to this so late.
Yeah.
In my defense, I was getting married and on my honeymoon. It's a pretty good excuse. But what I would have said, again, feel free to just submit a different trade. Danny stacks pancakes. That's a good point. The trade compensation to me that would equal about CeeDee Lamb is probably about an early second of value. So anything that's worth about an early second of value would probably be like my opinion or my answer to this question. So when we were looking at his team before, if you're like, oh, I'm really high on Jordan Addison or something, then you could throw Jordan Addison onto the deal. If you're really high on, somebody that's about worth that, like Javonte Williams maybe would have evened out this deal, something like that.
In a one quarterback, I probably would aim for like a Javonte or like a JMO or something like that. And maybe you throw back a cheaper piece is probably what I would frame it as. Like, could you do like CD and Rashad for Omarion and Javonte? Like, that would probably be my offer.
Yeah. Or just like a straight up early second round pick as well. So again, I think you did a good job of actually maneuvering the trade and getting it done. I'm not exactly sure what you gave up, but I think I can check. Is it going to load? Okay, it's not going to load the recent trades. I wanted to see. But anyways, DirtyPecker is a crazy fucking name, by the way.
You say that every time.
Yes, Staph Infection and DirtyPecker, I'm convinced are the same person. QBs are Daniels, Love, Dak, and Bryce.
Holy
offered
shit.
this trade and debating whether or not to take it or hold. So in this situation, it's a 2-quarterback league. Like this isn't as much as like Bryce Young is a risky asset. This is definitely not enough for Bryce Young.
It's like Rico Dowdle's worth a 3. Let's be real.
Yeah, like you're getting a mid to late 2 in 2 years from now, and Rico Dowdle, like, if this was Jalen Warren in a mid to late, it would be probably different. But like, we're of the opinion that Warren is probably the guy that you want there, and even Warren in a 2, I probably wouldn't accept, to be honest.
10 team start, 10 comes closer, but yeah, you're right. Like, that would be more on the underpay side of like, there are going to be people that like have Bryce Young higher ranks, so.
I would just hold Bryce there. Again, in a 10 team, a guy like Bryce isn't going to hold a lot of value, but knowing that Love and Dak are your other quarterbacks, it's not like you have like Jaden Daniels and Drake May. Like, you have quarterbacks that, like, Love is not like an every week starter in fantasy football. You know what I mean? Like, he's a matchup dependent guy, and I think there's a possibility Bryce could outproduce him.
Go to the teams. I'm curious. This is only a trade question, but I'll give one suggestion here. Sort by the quarterbacks, who's the weakest and who needs depth. Who's number 10 at quarterback?
I think I can do that in a
can you not?
Trade question.
So wait, go up to the bars. Go back up for a second.
For what it's worth, he has Daniels, who he did not list. Oh, he did list Daniels. Okay, so
no, go back up for a second. Okay, so it looks like Zero Dark Purdy or Show Me You would probably be the 2 weakest quarterback cores.
Yeah, like maybe going to this guy and seeing if you can offload Bryce Young for QJ or something like that.
Yeah, or dude, offer him Love and Bryce and see if you can freaking get like a stud.
Yeah, I mean, I would, in a 10 team where I have these 4 quarterbacks already, I would be okay, like even just doing Love for Marvin Harrison or something like that. Like, I think that would make some sense. You could just offload him.
Could you, in a more casual setting, again, I don't know what your league context is. In a more casual setting, could you not convince somebody, hey, you only have Purdy, you don't have anything else at quarterback, I'll give you Love and Bryce, you give me Carnell Tate?
I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, then you only have 2 quarterbacks that you're rolling with. But yeah, I think that's a reasonable move. But either way, yeah, I think even in a 10 team, Bryce is probably worth a little bit more. I understand in a 10 team, sometimes you can't get anything for quarterback options, but I would hold there. Ben Xavier didn't send anything here. I'll send you a trade question back here, Ben, but it just is a super message that is blank. So Dex Jones here, trade elite wide receiver surplus for RB1 plus 27 draft capital.
It's a good process deal.
Yeah, I think process-wise, this is a pretty decent deal because it wouldn't shock me totally if Amari Hampton and Puka Nacua by week 5 are worth the exact same amount on the open market because Amari Hampton's the RB4 in fantasy at that point in time.
Like, the only way this truly bites you is if Puka's a 24-point per game scorer and Amari Hampton's only at like 16.5 points per game.
Yeah,
because even if like Omarion's like 18 and Puka's at 21, you can validate that you're like, oh, I got a couple years younger and I got a first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if I quickly look at the state of this guy's team, this is not his team, is it? Which team is his? I think, yeah, this is his team. Okay, so he is pretty strong. He already has JSN. He already has a pretty strong wide receiver core. I think it makes sense from a process standpoint. If you can get this guy to throw on a 2, then it's an easy move then at that point. Because then you got enough insulation. It's a little bit better. Because I understand wanting to sell Puka on a team like this because you still have Odunze and Harrison and Watson and all those guys behind him. So I do think it's a pretty reasonable move. And your team is kind of like a house money, young running backs coming into its own. And Puka maybe is at peak value. Who knows? We'll see what happens the next couple of years.
And we're planning to do a video on tier up or tier down candidates this week. And let's just say I saw somebody specific on your roster. Given the fact that I have a younger tight end ranked higher than him in redraft that goes after him in Dynasty ADP, you best believe Trey McBride to Colson Loveland's going to be on that video.
Yeah. Again, I think that's the concept of that video. It should be like not just serving our own fucking takes though. Like it's more like you can do multiple things. Like, cause the only thing that I think makes sense with Trey McBride is tiering up to Bowers or down to Loveland.
Well, that's the entire thesis. It's like either tier up, pay a little bit to go to Bowers, or move down and get extra to go to Loveland. Because like McBride's the clear oldest of that group, and he's also ranked the lowest this year for me.
Yeah, that's fair. I still in tight end premium leagues, like in a 2x, like in a Flock and Right, people have been trying to offer me junk for him for weeks. They're like, "I'll give you
different though." Yeah,
they're like, "I'll give you Drake London for him." I'm like, you understand that Trey McBride's going to outscore Drake London in a 2x premium by fucking 5 points per game, right?
Trust me, I know about that 2x premium because it caused me to pick Bowers in the top of the first round last year.
Yeah, like in a 2x premium, like McBride is literally a 23 point per game producer.
Like if Bowers gets to the ceiling that I think he can, like he's almost like a 30 point per game projection in that format. It's stupid.
Yeah, well, McBride produced, I think, 27 last year in the season that he had. Like that's an absurdly goated fantasy asset. Like that's an untouchable fantasy asset.
Yeah, if you're at a 2.0 premium, maybe if you have any of those top 3 tight ends, you just don't move them.
No. What I was hoping for in the trade was like someone would give me Tyler Warren plus like a Drake London caliber receiver.
Wow.
That's how much he's worth in a 2x premium. That production.
Good luck getting it on the market, though.
No, I tried, and it wasn't going to happen. Anyways, this trade here from Riptide, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Ricky Pearsall in the 3rd in exchange for Jeremiah Love and Algier. Again, you're getting a tiny plus on top of moving from Love to St. Brown. I don't really have a strong opinion about this deal. I would say generally, I don't mind the St. Brown Pearsall 3rd because, you know, I like St. Brown quite a bit, and I think Pearsall has some upside, but Jeremiah Love's a running back, so maybe you want to go with a tax. Yeah, it was AJ that I was talking to about this. Yeah,
I think this is a fair deal.
I'd roll with the Love side slightly. Yeah. I don't think it's enough of a plus, but it's close.
Let's just say your counter would be, say you needed a receiver bad. If you got the 3rd into a 2, because I actually do like Pearsall. Like
he's not bad. Yeah, he's not bad. Given your running back core and your receiver core, I think this is totally reasonable to say, hey, I'm going to pay this for a receiver. I would rather get a younger receiver than St. Brown, given the context of the rest of your team, though. Like I'd rather go after Neighbors with Love than St. Brown.
I would agree there, just because I don't think your team is ready to be at the top end of contention in year 1. But with Pearsall, he's got so many outs to paying off this year. Either the 49ers throw the football more, or the other 3 names on the depth chart next to him that will receive targets all have lower body concerns.
Yeah, pretty much.
And also, Dylan says, can you look at my later messages after I sent the trade? Can you recap it actually in the stream chat if you're still in here? Because I think we can.
I can go look at.
Oh, you can go back and look. Okay, I wasn't sure if it archived.
No, just on the side, on my other side screen here. Okay. I'll see if I can pull it up. But yes, we can do that. Sounds for you in a second. But yeah, I think I'd roll with the Jeremiah Love side just because his team is really young. I don't really want to sell a player who's that young. Just an appreciation for the boys. AJ says just a 750. Super chat here, and shout out to the lumberjack himself, because you guys, I didn't get back from the airport in time to be on the video yesterday, but
are you leaking?
I'm not leaking anything, but AJ's he's got a real fighting chance. Let's put it that way.
That's one way to put it.
Dylan, at the time, he said need help ASAP if possible, Danny, because he knew I was on honeymoon. What are your thoughts? How do I make this more sense for me? He said, I got a deal done. I sent CD over for Hampton, Boston, and a 27 mid to late 1st. So he sent.
What was this again?
So he got Hampton, Denzel, Boston, and a mid to late 1st for Lamb.
Woo!
What do you think I do from here to build up the squad? I now hold 227 first. They could be shipped out to a middle of the line team for a superstar asset. I think you're thinking the right way. That's exactly how I would approach things as well. And he said, just gave away Hurts for Allen and a late 27 first and third. Just gave away Hurts.
Josh Allen. What?
Hold on. Saying he was sober for 11 years. Had to make it 12. Had to make it happen. So let me actually just really quick go look at his team.
You said Josh Allen plus for Hurts? Am I reading?
Yeah,
I'm
like reading
right?
this.
What? How?
Unless he means, so he only has one first on his team. He paid Hurts a 1 and a 3 for Allen, which is a great. Great
okay,
move.
that makes way more.
That's
sense.
a great move. That makes more sense, but it is a great move still.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's really solid. But yeah, appreciate you, AJ. He said Mason straight leaked on my TikTok comments. That's funny. Okay, so we are into the team reviews. For those of you guys that want to get a team review, you can get one during this live stream, and we will get to it. So if you submit a team review during the live stream, we will get to it for you today. Again, we wanted to clear the deck first day back. I got back last night kind of late, so we wanted to make sure we had everybody caught up. And apologies for Jordan and Dylan and some of the guys in these next 2 team reviews specifically who've been waiting for a while. But we did try and warn you ahead of time that it was going to take a little bit of time. So hopefully you were well aware that it was going to take some time. I'm going to go to the messages just because this one has been around for a while. So he didn't leave anything else context-wise. DirtyPecker, again, just crazy name. He is number 8 in the analyzer. He is all in, right? So he doesn't have his 27 first, doesn't have his 28 first. So he is kind of just trying to compete here. And when you're trying to compete, at least there's one beautiful name that I see at the top of your roster that will always be the premier cream of the crop competitive asset in Christian McCaffrey. So you have 2 of the best 3 running backs in fantasy this year. You have Pickens, you have London, you have McConkey, you have Wilson, etc. And then quarterback wise, you're a little weak, I would say, with Mayfield, Murray, and Shuck. Danny spoiled the tier up, tier down video that we're going to do probably tomorrow. Yeah. Garrett Wilson will be in that video because I think he's valuable enough that you can get up to in your situation. Let's say you package Garrett Wilson plus Kyler Murray to get a better quarterback, or you can use Garrett Wilson plus draft capital or whatever, or you can tier down from Garrett Wilson, get a receiver that's still productive, that's going to get you some draft capital back or maybe a quarterback in return.
It is funny that that I'm seeing that he's all in with that DirtyPecker.
He is all in with the DirtyPecker, indeed. So let's give him something actionable here. Let's see if we can find a quarterback on a team that like maybe is a rebuilding team that could use a young receiver like Garrett Wilson.
Start by contention.
I mean, this guy's probably, let's find the quarterback heavy teams first.
To the bottom.
I sorted by quarterback here.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Did I? Hold on. Oh, wait, maybe I didn't. I sorted by rank. Okay. So he's got the worst quarterback core. No, hold on.
No, you were good. Sorry. I misread it. You were on quarterback before.
Yeah, sorry, that was running back. Okay, there we go.
That's on me.
Jane Daniels, Patrick Mahomes. Like, we need a team with 3 quarterbacks, ideally. Okay. Trying to find a team with an extra quarterback here. Everyone's kind of spread out.
Probably going to be challenging, yeah.
I mean, this guy could use... This is not a bad guy to go after because he could use the receiver help because he has Chase, Flowers, and then not much else behind it.
Doesn't have his 1, though.
He doesn't have his 1. But you could use Wilson plus Mayfield plus something else maybe to see how married to Joe Burrow he would be.
He's got Chase.
He's got Chase. Okay, well, I mean, Goff plus for Wilson?
Garrett?
Yeah.
What, Goff plus something for Wilson plus something?
I guess the question, though, is that he's going to need a quarterback in return.
Like, is Goff really going to make a big difference in the 3 guys he has? Like, if I'm buying
I love Goff from a redraft projection standpoint.
I do. But it's like he's got like 3 top 15-ish quarterbacks. If you're going to shop for a quarterback, wouldn't you want to go for a guy that's like a steady top 6 to 8 option this year?
I frankly think Goff will be that.
Okay.
I'm very high on Goff, but I think this guy's a good team to go after as well because he has Purdy and Prescott. And if you were to hypothetically give him Tyler Shuck, you might even be able to just go Tyler Shuck for fucking Dak. Like,
he's a contender, so it might be
much
tough.
On top of Tyler Shuck.
Maybe, but A, he's strong contender. B, he has Lamb, so it might be tough.
Yeah. I mean, he also has he has like a running back need, so maybe he would consider like a Shuck plus Scattaboo for Dak plus.
Go to the Igbuka owner.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because maybe you might be able to float the Baker plus
stack.
for one of his quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Is that guy got a Buka? No.
Maybe
one of
the
the top
QBs
guys?
are like very spread out in this league. Like,
Yeah.
nobody has 4 quarterbacks.
There.
It's really rare. Okay, this guy's Godwin and Igbuka.
Bro, and this guy needs a quarterback too.
I mean, he has Stafford and Simpson. I'm sure he thinks he's fine with those 2 guys. You could float out the idea of like Mayfield plus Mayfield plus Scattaboo for Chase Brown.
Yeah.
And, like, you don't really need, it doesn't really solve your quarterback need, though, is the only thing. It's just he would be the one that's most interested in Igbuka. So if you can float the Mayfield stack to him because he has both Godwin and Igbuka, you might be able to go Mayfield plus, I think running back would be the only thing he'd be. He could use another receiver. You could go Mayfield and Wilson.
It's a very evenly spread league.
Yeah, Mayfield plus Wilson. Would that get you Stafford and Chase Brown?
I think so. It should. I mean,
it should. Yeah. The only problem then is that he's going to have Ty Simpson, and you know, if you're trading for Stafford, do you want to get Ty Simpson also as part of the deal? Like,
yeah,
is he going to want to do that, knowing that Stafford is probably actually more productive of a quarterback than Mayfield this year?
What about the Olave or Tyson guy too? You could go the Shuck route as well. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find the Olave manager. This is a very well spread out league, though.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has
up for Bo
Nix. I love Bo Nix. So
I prefer him to Shuck too. It probably won't even be that expensive. Like,
I would give him Shuck and Wilson for Bo Nix straight up. To be honest with you, I would do it.
Yeah, I think you can even get something back too. Like, could you
Jalen Warren?
Surely, yeah, I was gonna say that. Like Jalen. So 2v2, could you get Bo Nix plus Jalen Warren and give up Tyler Shuck because he has the Chris Olave stack, and then Garrett Wilson? Yeah, I think that would be a good deal.
The other thing too, because this guy's in purgatory and you don't have your picks, what you could do is offer him like a couple of pieces. Like, let's say you offered him Tyler Shuck plus Garrett Wilson plus Devontae Adams in exchange for Bo Nix and his 27-1.
Yeah, you could definitely try it. Obviously, that
might be a mid-projected one back on your side of things, and he might be thinking, "Oh, it's going to be a late one. I'm trading for Devontae Adams. I'm trading for all these competitive assets or whatever."
And I guess the only risk then would be, you don't have your own first. Like, do you want to make a competition piece better while getting a liquidity piece is one of your best things? I guess my counter to that would then be, if you did get this guy's first, and by mid-season it was projecting to be more so in the 104 to 106 range as opposed to a contending range, can you then flip that first?
Yeah, that was what I was going to say, is that you use that first as buying power in season. Let's say, Lad McConkey's having a good season, but not a great season. You could go Lad plus a 27 first to get, maybe JSN's dealing with an injury or something like that, or
get a tight end thrown on too, just for depth.
Yeah. Like, I think, first of all, like we've kind of said so far, this league seems to be pretty even across the board. If we sort by contending rankings, you're actually number one. Which is obviously due in part because of Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, and those types of guys.
If he moves a quarterback, I just realized too, he has Geno as well.
Yeah.
As a 3.
I mean, like, Geno's going to be benched by October, but yeah.
Sure, but like basically, obviously you can make a consolidation move. Basically what I'm trying to say, though, is if you use 2 of the top 3 quarterbacks you had to consolidate to a stud, then at that point, let's just say you have stud, Kyler, Geno. I think that's a better proportion quarterback room than maybe having, 3 guys that are okay and a 4th that's meh.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. I'm just worried about the volatility of the quarterback room altogether. Like, to me, Murray is the guy that I would move off of. And, because you have McCarthy too, like, maybe somebody would want McCarthy in a Murray trade.
Lock up the quarterback room.
Exactly. Yeah, you just throw McCarthy and Murray together. What I would do is go big game hunting at quarterback with Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy, and Garrett Wilson as the trade package. Because if you could get Brock Purdy, Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix plus, something like that for Kyler Murray, Garrett Wilson, and JJ McCarthy, I think you should be able to get something like that done, because if Kyler Murray has been good enough for fantasy long enough that there's got to be a truther in your league somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean, the Jefferson guy can make sense
stick out to me.
Who's the Jefferson guy?
Yeah, let's find the Justin Jefferson man.
That's always the first thing I do when I go through these reviews is like, who has a stacking partner that might have it? Dude,
this is the guy.
And he doesn't have a 3. Bro, Kyler plus Shuck for Lawrence. And then maybe you add a pick or something or a receiver.
Yeah, dude, this guy's team is pretty ass. I would go Kyler, Shuck, Garrett Wilson for Lawrence and his 27 first.
Or Lawrence and Judkins, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to if he thinks he's competing, he probably won't trade you Judkins. It's his only good running back. That's but if you convince him, hey, if the Vikings smash both of these top receivers, like, you know, Kyler Murray could carry you to the promised land. Give me your 27 first and Trevor Lawrence, and I'll give you Garrett Wilson. You could use the receiver help. I'll give you Kyler Murray for the stack. Hell, throw him like another low end piece if you absolutely have to.
Even if he won't give you his 27 one, I would take his 28 one in a heartbeat too. You look at that team.
Yeah, like throw Rico Dowdle to be like, yeah, Rico Dowdle could start for the Steelers. He could help you out.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, he's got the relationship with Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, no, I would. This is the primo trade option because he has both Viking top receivers, not even just Jefferson. He has Addison too.
Yeah, or you could go to somebody and be like, hey, I want that player. I'd give you my one, but I already dealt it.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta do the draft day classic. Shout out to Jordan, who obviously did that in his audition.
This looks like a question for you. Where was the moon at? In the sky, I would assume, but
well, I'm confused. Where
I don't know. AJ's asking where was the moon at, and I joked, I'm like in the sky, probably.
Yeah, probably in the sky. But anyways, there's going to be more details for you, DirtyPecker. I'll say that as seriously as I can in the DD 2.0. But I think we kind of outlined a couple of good options to upgrade at quarterback. The other option you can take too is like, I'm okay with the quarterback core that you have. It's just risky. Like you can win a championship with that quarterback core, assuming Kyler plays well. You get two back end QB1s out of these three guys playing matchups and, you know, whatever. You should be fine. Like Gibbs and McCaffrey are going to carry your team.
Yeah. And for ease sake, you know what we're going to start doing for these reviews as well, Corey, when we go through them?
Yeah.
For the DD 2.0s, we'll obviously talk about it on stream. But at the end of every review, before we move on to the next team, just a quick summary of the three decisions. The first one would be obviously you're keeping your high end production, you're keeping your elite
assets, McCaffrey, Gibbs, London, etc.
The next one for sure would be one of the quarterback. We can even make the other two decisions like the two separate paths you can take towards trading a quarterback. Because realistically, in terms of a pure addition, there's only two things you need to do. The second and third and fourth maybe are expendable in season to add on the margins. And then the main structure thing is seeing if you could turn those four relevant quarterbacks into one anchor, one decent quarterback two, and then maybe Gino's your quarterback three is at least like my input on that.
The other thing you can do too is sell Garrett Wilson for upgrades at quarterback or tight end too. We didn't really talk about the tight end position, but you could upgrade from Jake Ferguson. I'm totally fine with the core that you have, but if you wanted to go after, you know, Sam Laporta or something using Garrett Wilson plus, you know, maybe you can get a quarterback and Sam Laporta for Garrett Wilson. That would obviously help you out as well. But anyways, we could probably keep it rolling here to bearable. We are so back indeed.
And listen to K-Space. Smash that like button, y'all.
Yep.
Appreciate you, gents. Can't believe Busch is already back.
It was quick. It was quick. It was only the honeymoon was only a week. So I got married on Friday, July 3rd. I left on July 6th or whatever, and then I came home yesterday. So it was pretty fast. And now it's like Danny and I spent all morning planning like the primetime schedule, like the now until, you know, August. The beginning of the season. Yeah. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a lot of fun. Like we had to we're like,
it was like 2 hours we were on the call.
Yeah, we were on a call for like 2 hours, and we had like maybe 50 video ideas that we had to parse through and place. And we're like, did we put that here? Is that like the best timing? If you guys, by the way, because we just did this and it's fresh in our mind, if for some reason you guys remember from last year or whatever the case is, hey, you guys dropped that video too late for me. Like I want it earlier. Like I would love if you dropped the sleeper strategy, the ESPN strategy, the rankings tier list, the whatever video you guys really got value from last year. Can you drop that here instead of, you know, when you dropped it last season? Please let us know in the chat. We're obviously not going to show you the video schedule, but just if you have like a favorite video, obviously just let us know and we'll do that. Still waiting on a good tangent. Yeah, we'll get there. So going to be golden. Bearable 124, the next review that we have here. He started a Dynasty League last year, and then he came in last. That's tough. I've tried to make some moves, but what do you think?
The first pick at least?
We'll see about that. He is going to be golden. He did not add.
Ooh.
It's
I mean,
Carnell
like
Tate.
the team.
It looks Carnell Tate's on the team.
Okay,
Maybe he traded down, or maybe he came in last but didn't get the max points for tiebreaker or something like that.
So the reason why I reacted like that, because initially when you said that, I thought you got the Jeremiah Love pick, but you didn't have your own pick. But you have Carnell Tate, so again, it's probably something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, so he actually was 5-9, and this guy was 4-10. But the 4-10 guy doesn't have Jeremiah Love either. Maybe it's possible that it was by record. Like he had the lowest points for, but by record he did not get the Jeremiah Love tiebreaker. And it wasn't a max points for league.
Or maybe he just had the first pick and he traded down and got pieces.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely could have. Yeah, he definitely might have.
Look at the team who has Love. I'm curious if they have like bad depth. Maybe that would be a reason.
Looks like one of these guys went up and swung big time. One of the big boys in the league went and got Jeremiah Love potentially. Or, I mean, his record was 3-11 actually. So he actually had the worst record last year. He just had a.
So I guess maybe he's saying he got last because he finished last in the toilet bowl or something.
Yeah, maybe. Or something like that. Anyways,
like that. Yeah.
The DMs here, he doesn't leave any other context or anything else that we need to know, but basically just asking, should he full rebuild? General advice would be awesome. Open to anything. So when you're 8th in the analyzer,
go count the logos.
What's up?
Go count the logos, the labels in the league. How many teams are strong rebuild or
I see what you mean. Yeah. So he's a balanced and he's like one of the lower ones. If we go by contending rankings, he's number 10. Yeah. I mean, you got to tear this thing down. You got to get young. I mean, you already are young, which is good. Like you have Burden, you have Tate, you have Brian Thomas.
It's not even about getting young anymore. It's about ridding yourself of production. Because ultimately, again, tough luck for the pipsqueak. But your job now from that pipsqueak and from that purgatory is to say, hey, listen, I know your team fucking sucks ass, but guess what? You're not getting the first overall pick because I'm going to outsell you. Like that should be your mentality. Hey, they might have less value than me, but I can get rid of more production than them. I can get more active than them and get more.
Also try and trade with them, by the way, too. Like these two guys, if they're cupcakes and they'll give you their 27 and 28 ones for, Scadaboo and Chuba Hubbard or something like that. Like, because this guy might be looking at his team and go, I need a running back. And you could get his 27-1 straight for Cam Scadaboo. This guy might be looking at his team and
thinks he's competing. There's
I need a quarterback, and you could get 2 1s, Mekhi Lemon, and something else for Lamar Jackson on your team.
I give him Jones as well and Bryce Young. Fuck that.
Yeah, just get as many draft picks as humanly possible from the lowest runged teams in your league if you can, because they're going to be your best opportunity to get high draft capital. Because it's one thing to just collect first-round picks from this guy. Like, this guy's team is goated. He has Gibbs, McCaffrey, James Cook, and CeeDee Lamb. Those are 4 of the top 8 players in redraft. Like, your first that you're getting from him is probably at least 109 or later, if not 111 or 112. So
that guy's me.
Yeah, exactly. So what I would do, like Danny said, shed your production, shed your older assets, especially. Like, first and foremost, guys like Parker Washington, DK Metcalf, Matthew Golden, who's a little riskier, Chuba Hubbard, TJ Hawkinson, if he's worth anything, Daniel Jones, Lamar Jackson, all 3 of your quarterbacks, frankly, other than Ty Simpson and Drew Aller, who aren't going to score points for you. I would shed the rest of the quarterbacks off of your roster at this point in time. It is a 12-team league as well, so there's a good chance that you'll get a good amount of value for Bryce Young, for Lamar Jackson, and for Daniel Jones, who are all starting quarterbacks, who are, big contract guys tethered to teams where you can expect them to start for multiple years. So again, if we go and sort by quarterback value and we go down to this pipsqueak, like, if he doesn't want Lamar, like, I would shoot big for this guy because he's a pipsqueak. I would shoot for his 27-1s, his 27-1 and 2, his 28-1 and 2, and Mekhi Lemon for Lamar Jackson. Because then you're getting 2 1s, 2 2s, and Mekhi Lemon for a quarterback that could help him out.
Dude, if you have to, like I said, if you have to throw in Daniel Jones and Bryce Young, if you have to throw in another fucking running back, you have to throw in a depth tight.
Yeah, give him Chuba Hubbard. Give him Parker Washington. Who cares?
Give him DK Metcalf if you want to. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but your goal from this guy essentially is to collect some young assets that hold value, but generally you're just going after draft capital. And again, maybe he's like, I don't want to spend up for Lamar Jackson, but I'm interested in Daniel Jones. I just need a second quarterback. I'm interested in Bryce Young. I just need a second quarterback. So you could obviously go after those guys as well, but these pipsqueaks, these guys that are 8 through 12 in the analyzer, you're going after the picks. That's what you're going after.
All respect to those of you out there who maybe inherited an orphan or maybe one of your first dynasty leagues and you found us and you got better over the years. But if you have a pipsqueak, like it's not pretty. Like I get disgusted when I see like balanced teams or fucking like
portfolio, my worst teams are 2 balanced teams.
You know, and it's like I can tell it pisses you off too, because like if I see a balanced team, I'm like, can I just fucking commit? Can I just go?
My Devi Degeneracy team is one of them, and once the Devi draft is over, I think it will be a strong contender because my pick value is 11th because it's Devi picks, and I'm missing my first and second round Devi pick this year. So once it rolls over to 2027, it'll just show that I have normal picks, and it's kind of fugazi because it's a Devi league, but
well, that's bringing my portfolio percentage down. It's because I'm
it's bringing mine up a little bit because every Devi league I'm in, I'm a competitive team. So
yeah, like I have like 2 Devi ones, literally 2 Devi ones in each of like the next 2 or 3 years or something like that. But they show up as Dynasty 4s, so it looks like my team is utter butt cheeks. So I have a bird.
Anyways. Essentially, you asked for general advice, full rebuild. Yes, absolutely. That's what you're doing. Carnell Tate, Brian Thomas, Marvin Harrison, Luther Burden. You can hold on to these guys if you want. I mean, Thomas and Harrison and Burden specifically are riskier type of players. So if you are, let's say, high on 2 of them and not high on the other one, you could sell one of those other guys. Like I sold Luther Burden earlier this offseason to Arthur for a mid 1 and 2 in 2027. So that's kind of like the type of move you could make if you want to. Henderson and Scadaboo, again, I think they're going to have pretty good seasons. So if you want to wait until they're producing to sell them, because if Henderson comes out and he's like starting over Ramondre Stevenson, you might get 2 to 3 ones for the guy. Like he might be Dynasty RB7 by midseason.
Yeah, he's definitely got that accrual potential. I mean, Scadaboo, like you said. Other guys too, Marv elite upside.
But the QBs is the easiest way too to shed production. Yeah. Just get all the like. I want Ty Simpson and Drew Aller to be your starting quarterbacks by week 1.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Literally fuck those quarterbacks. And Metcalf, Washington, Golden. The bright side that you told us too is that you started a dynasty league and you came in last. So what this tells me is that you're probably playing dynasty with people who don't 1000% know how dynasty works. If you started the dynasty league and came in last.
I knew that when I saw that there was only purgatory pipsqueaking up in this league. There's no rebuilders. And also, whenever I see the pipsqueak, I'm like, that is utter butt.
Yeah, it is butt cheeks indeed. So yeah, bearable, simple path here. You're going to sell whatever you need to. And we sent you a free trade question. I'll send you another free trade question because you waited 8 days to get this review. And also you might need to ask us some follow-up questions if you're doing some moves, which basically is the direction we pointed you into. And again, when you get your Dynasty Decisions 2.0, a lot of the decisions will be based around shedding production and shedding fat from this roster. I'm sure Danny will break down some quarterback packages you can find. The Parker Washingtons and Matthew Goldens of the world are going to be good sweeteners for you. The Scadaboo and Henderson, if you can sell off on them on pretty good market value right now, probably not the worst idea either. Because you have, it's a half tight end premium too. I don't want a single tight end on my roster. Like Michael Trigg needs to be your starting tight end for the year. Because the more zeros you can put up on a rebuilding team, like ethical zeros, like where you're starting Drew Aller and Ty Simpson.
Martinez and Gordon better be in your lineup in week 8 because you traded everybody else off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if you're starting Ty Simpson, Drew Aller, Damian Martinez, and Ollie Gordon and Michael Trigg as 5 of the starting 10 spots in your lineup, you're going to have a big advantage of tanking your max points for and tanking your record. If that's how it's determined, then everybody else in your league, and your goal is to get Jeremiah Smith, which is exactly what we want to be doing. So the next time you submit this team, if you submit it again, we want to see 3 to 4 to 5 first round picks and less players on this team. That's basically your number one goal on this roster. So let's keep it going here. We got Tiny Ovechkin, second year of a startup, looking for the best options. Obviously moving value off tight end would help, but not sure how to attack it and who to buy, trying to gauge if my team can actually contend this year. So he's number 3. He's a strong contender. If I sort by contending value, he's number 5. He loses a little bit. His running backs are kind of the thing holding him back. Like you can compete with those quarterbacks. You can compete with that wide receiver core. Of course, you can compete with Brock Bowers, but the running back position is kind of the weak point of his team right now.
It's a house money team. You wait and see in season. If Jeremiah Love and Trevion Henderson are hammers, maybe you move those picks. Maybe you say, hey, listen, you know what? These guys are both top 12 running backs right off the get-go. Rice, Collins, Burton give me elite production. Obviously, you arguably have the best quarterback duo in the league. I know you're number 3 on the analyzer, but Caleb and Trevor are both guys I'm really high on from a redraft perspective. Like, by my rankings, you have 2 of the top 8 or 9 quarterbacks in fantasy on this team. So I look at that. You also have Bowers who can throw.
Bro's got a tight end factory here. Jesus Christ. Bowers,
insane.
Gadsden, Stowers, Jolie, Raritan, and Claire, and Helm, and Barnard. This is like this is literally like an FSE fucking tight end core.
We're having fun here.
Let me ask you this.
Double Eli.
If you could pivot Brock Bowers into a running back, would you do it with this team?
Gas is like just under the threshold for who I'd want to be my
You're
one.
right, but also having Stowers, Jolie, Raritan, and Claire make it better.
Yeah, so
like you're going to hit on the next Fannin if there is one. You know what I mean? Like you have all of the guys.
So that's why I think it's a house money, because maybe in season, if one of those guys emerges, you then have the flexibility to, at that point, like if you start out 4-2 or 5-3 or something, and like one of those tight ends ends up emerging, then at that point, do you take Bowers? Do you take a couple of those ones? Do you try to patch in, can I make a consolidation move here at receiver? Can I make a consolidation move here at running back? Like that's the affordability you're in season. So when I look at the team, you're very well structured from a future perspective, but the immediate is still the unknown. Like there's a lot that can break right on this team to the point where, oh shit, I'm a top 3 team in record and points for, like I said, come mid-season. So I don't think you're going to know that answer truthfully until then, but I think
I'm just going to float them out because it does fit their teams because they need tight ends. Would I do it? Probably not if I was them. However, this guy's Kyron, Swift, and ETN. If you floated out Brock Bowers plus for Bijan Robinson, it may intrigue him. Not saying he's going to get it done. This guy too has TJ Hawkinson as his top tight end, has Jahmyr Gibbs. Would he do this? Probably not. But if you give him Brock Bowers plus, I would even say like a small overpay. Like I'd be willing to pay Brock Bowers plus like my own 27 first for Jahmyr Gibbs or Bijan Robinson.
I'd easily give that. I think
I'd give that any day of the week. You know what I mean? Like that guy, this guy might go, wow, maybe I'm like, cause he's a pipsqueak, but he has Jahmyr Gibbs on his team. If you convince him, hey, you probably can't compete, dude. Like you're, where is this guy in the analyzer? This guy's number 11 in the analyzer. And like, you don't want Jahmyr Gibbs wasting away on your roster. Jahmyr Gibbs is a running back. They don't have a long shelf life. I could give you a 22-year-old tight end to build your future dynasty around. And I'll give you a 27 first on top of it for Jahmyr Gibbs.
So I thought you were going to say both ones, because that would probably have to be where the conversation is. And if it's in the right deal, say it's Bowers and 2 ones, you can get Gibbs and another piece back is probably what that guy would be wanting to do if he moves Gibbs.
If he gives you Higgins too.
I would do that. Yeah. Gibbs and Higgins for Bowers and 2 ones. Cause then at that point, maybe this guy starts the season slow. He is a pipsqueak and he's like, what? I gotta get off
that Gibbs. He has for what it's worth. This is probably a mid first, give or take. Like it's probably not a late first that his other first is.
It's probably around where yours is projected wise. I wouldn't be shocked.
It's where is it?
No, he's higher.
Oh, he's higher. Okay, so he's number 3. I mean, maybe he doesn't seem like he'd be number 3 in the analyzer, but generally flat. Speaking, it's
outside of one guy.
Yeah. Again, this one is not a 2.0, so we're not going to have the opportunity to give him all his decisions. But if you're listening to this Tiny Ovechkin, what I would do, because I love your tight end depth, I would definitely try and pivot Brock Bowers into a running back if you can. And it's not. You could do it with receiver too, but I would rather do it with running back, given the ability to get a Gibbs or a Bijan from 2 teams that could really use Brock Bowers.
I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention that start where Colson Loveland is.
Oh God, Danny's favorite expression. I have Colston Loveland ranked not that far behind.
So, okay, maybe not this guy. Never mind. It might be tough because he doesn't have running backs you would want outside of Judkins, and he probably wouldn't move Judkins. So I was going to say, like, Loveland plus Judkins for Bowers is probably, like, fair on an open market perspective.
I mean, you could work something around Bowers and Loveland. Chase and Loveland for Bowers and Rice or something like that.
Yeah, try it.
You could try and work something around that because you're getting a bigger tier up at wide receiver than you would be getting a tier down at tight end, in my opinion. Yeah. So
I don't think you'd be able to get Chase, but I mean,
no, but it's possible. Like Rice is good. Maybe Nico instead if he doesn't like Rice and doesn't want to worry about the.
Might have to add pieces on that, but yeah.
We're just spitballing here as my classic expression, but Yeah, running back help using Bowers is the thing that stuck out to me. Just because I love Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers is an absolute monster. This is not a tight end premium for what it's worth, which hurts Bowers a little bit, but it also helps in the sense that, hey, if this is a league where a lot of people are playing in a lot of dynasty leagues, maybe they still have a little bit of a tight end premium mindset to them. And Brock Bowers plus a 27 first is all it takes to get Jahmyr Gibbs off that guy's team. I think he is going to be your best opportunity to get a stud running back, just because if I was in the DMs with this guy, I would go full my father's a salesman mode and try and convince this guy that he can't compete.
Hey, for those of you that watch the Flock League, you know that bit, and I know like probably half of you in the chat probably do, based off the comments I've seen. When we made those trades at the meetup, and that was the first thing we kept referencing, is that, oh, well, our fathers were in sales. Of course we were going to be the ones active at the meetup.
Yeah, exactly. Sean said, I have 19 teams connected to the Flock site. Damn, you're in more leagues than I am. How do I get you guys to rate one? Yeah, there you go. Team review is in the pinned comment of the live stream. It's also in the description of this live stream as well. You can get a free 2.0 for annual Mother Flockers. If you already are on the site, maybe you're subscribed to a different creator. I'm not exactly sure. But because you're subscribed to either a different creator, you'd get a 15% off discount on a team review from us. If you are subscribed with our code, you get a 30% off discount on a team review from us. But all you have to do is, if you go to, I could just show it right here. If you go to the top of the screen, I'm actually in the way. Hold on.
We're just spitballing here, brother. You don't need to take anything to heart. If you don't like a trade, then don't fucking make a trade.
Yeah. The personal advice tab that you can see at the top of the screen there is how you submit a team. Let me pivot this back over and boom, boom. All right. So yeah, that's what we would do if we were in Tiny Ovechkin's situation. But generally speaking, like Danny said at the very beginning of the review, it is probably more of a house money situation given the youth of your running back core and the buying power that you have for the 2-1s and the extra capital that you've built up. So moving into G Money, TBP.
Before we rip him to shreds, just notice he purchased an orphan team in April. So
okay, there we go.
If it's in bad shape, we know that's why.
Yeah, so this is an FFPC as well. So there might be some limited features here for those of you guys that are on FFPC.
5th round rookie picks, eh?
Traded away Charbonnet for the 201, 501, 512. I mean, Charbonnet for the 201 is about fair.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, it's probably more than fair considering the injury. I'd like to trade away Henderson for a 27 first and a possible down tier. It's probably a good package to go after. Plan to build around Caleb and Burden. Drafted a ton of upside this year in a full rebuild. Where do I go?
So 1 quarterback league. Keep this in mind.
Okay, so yeah, moving off of Caleb, moving off of Lawrence and Stroud in a 1 quarterback league is not going to hurt you. One of them or both of them are expendable. And then, like you said, trying to shed the fat of Henderson and ETN, especially because he's an older running back at age 27. He's the first guy that I'm trying to sell right now.
I'm going to keep it a stack with you. You said I want to build around a couple of players. Respectfully, you took the orphan over, so you didn't get it to this point. Respectfully, that is not the mindset you should be having with this team. You need 2 years of cycled 101s to get out of the 11th hole in value.
Pretty much, yeah. And not only I love, Caleb Williams, even in a 1 quarterback league. I think he's a good production or a good
liquidating everything.
Yeah, you kind of just want to score as little points as possible, and Caleb's going to score a lot of points. So you could just completely pivot everything on this roster reasonably into draft capital. Like you could sell the Caleb Williams, Luther Burden stack for maybe 3.5, 4 first rounders of value potentially. Even in a 1 quarterback league, I still think you get a pretty nice value accumulation for that. So yeah, I mean, I'm just selling everything.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, when you pick up a team like this, like 2029 is the goal, because 2027 you should be tanking for Jeremiah Smith. 2028 you should be tanking for maybe it's Savion Hyder at that point. Maybe it's Malachi, or no, that would be Malachi Tony's class. Sorry, Hyder would be 2029. Malachi Tony, Bo Jackson. Like you need to be positioning yourself to the very top of those tanks. Because ultimately, not only do you need the 101 in the next 2 cycles, but you also have to liquidate your current production assets into future capital. Because you can't afford any of these guys losing value by injury. And B, as we know with picks, they're going to only accrue value. So if you can buy them for 80% of their eventual cost a year from now, 65% of their eventual cost 2 years from now, like I said, that's the only way you can get out of a value deficit.
Yeah, like there's no way to build yourself out of this hole.
Look how many strong contenders there are.
I know. And also, like, this league is not like that one that we just did a few teams ago. Like, it looks pretty unbalanced. Like, the first 5 teams are like pretty significantly ahead of everybody else. And, you know, there's a reason that this team was orphaned. Like, I'm sure this team was orphaned as well, like the one below it. Like, this looks like one of those leagues where pretty soon it's going to be 5 or 6 people in contention every year, and the rest of the league just looks like a bunch of dumpster fires. And I'm in like 2 or 3 dynasty leagues like that. The Bitcoin league being one of them, where like Caleb has a Thanos. I'm like, me and Sexy Pats and Cali God, I think, are like top 4 or 5 teams. And then there's like 5 absolute tacos at the bottom of the league.
Damn.
And they get orphaned year over year too. Like, there's been like 3 or 4 different managers taking over these teams.
Yeah, like that's also like, I mean, we've talked about this league before in like like going through our teams video, but like that's like Mickey Mouse League. Now, don't give Cup shit because he took this team on as an orphan, but it just kind of shows you like there's, you know, Pipsqueak, All In, Purgatory, Balance, and then I'm a juggernaut alone at the top in terms of value.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna happen. Obviously, like we're mostly in leagues where the valuation is competitive, but especially like the older ones, like my teams are looking pretty good. But anyways.
Yeah. Again, 3 first-round picks for Burden and Caleb. Again, 1 quarterback league first-round picks are worth less also.
Yeah.
So I'd say 3 1s for Caleb is still worth probably a 1 and a 2 in a 1 quarterback format. And
you get a guy that's a late 1 projection. Like, I don't think it's outrageous to say it's 3 1s of value.
Yeah. And not to mention, as we say all the time, like, to get that done, I could throw in something else. Like, I could throw on Matthew Golden to make sure he gives me that 3rd first-round pick or something like that.
Yeah. Ultimately, that's why there's the trade calculator on the site, Young Zay. If you have a problem with a hypothetical trade we throw out in a hour-long plus live stream, then plug it in the calculator if you don't like the valuation.
Yeah, but I think we kind of more or less came to the same conclusion here, which is that, yeah, where do you go from here? Like, he said, he drafted a lot of upside. Yeah, like, you want to hold on to Chris Bell and Jacoby Lane, Jeremy Bernard, see what happens, Max Clare, those type of guys. Maybe by the end of this year, after you've sold off, let's say you sell ETN, Henderson, Burden, Tyson, and, you know, Lawrence and Stroud or something like that, and Chris Bell becomes something for you and Max Clare becomes something for you, and then the rest of the picks that you have are just going to be spent in future classes, like, that's a win. You've hit on a couple of your upside rookie picks that were like 2nd and 3rd rounders. That's kind of what you're hoping for at this stage of your rebuild, is like being able to hit on 2nd and 3rd and 4th round rookie picks is how you accelerate a rebuild.
Let's just say by the time you're done with this team this offseason, if you can't finish this offseason, maybe like portion going into the season. Burden, Tyson, Henderson, ETN, Caleb, Lawrence, Stroud, Coker starts popping, maybe Coker. Ultimately, once you move those assets off your team, you need at least 6 1s of value, I would say. If you can leave with those guys off your team and 6 1s of value, and again, that doesn't always have to be in 2027, whether it's 2028 picks.
Well, like, yeah, you're in the unique position to actually aim for future classes because you're not really anywhere close. So like, I would actually advise you to aim for 2028, 2029 capital anyways.
Like, let's go to, is there any all-in team in this league? Or the very minimum, like a purgatory that's more all in. Let's just say maybe sort by contention and go to the first team that shows up as purgatory is probably the best bet there. Yeah, like that guy. If that guy just says, "Oh, I'm ready to win this year, but I don't want to move my 27 1," if that guy's willing to give up his 2029 1, do you realistically trust this guy to recoup the value of all those aging vets on this team in 2 years?
No, yeah, I would definitely find, like, I'd be like, hey, I'll give you give me your 28 1, and I'll give you ETN and Jalen Coker or something like that. Or give me your 28 and 29 1, and I'll give you ETN
and Tyson.
And Burden.
Yeah, Burden. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think there's guys like this who are in position to go, yeah, I'll just go all in for the next 3 years. I don't give a shit. My team's young enough. I'll be fine, whatever. But like, you know, Mike Evans, Jacoby Myers, like some of those guys by then are not going to be relevant for fantasy.
You might be able to get his 2027 1 and 2028 1 and 2, or his 2028 1 and 2 and his 2029 1 and 2 for ETN and Henderson, just because he needs running back so bad.
Yeah, the one thing that worries me about this league, though, is that because it's not showing 2028 capital, I worry that this is one of those leagues where you like can't trade for it or whatever, which when you're in a purgatory pipsqueak situation, that's the worst. Like, that's literally the worst rule possible, because
by far
your only chance, like I don't know about you, but I've rebuilt a team and too lazy to set lineups. I'm in this position right now, and get faded. I was in this position 3 or 4 years ago, where you stripped it down to the studs and you rebuilt it on the basis that you could trade for future capital, that you could trade for. Like, I remember in too lazy to set lineups out of our startup, I think it was in 2022, I was shooting for like 2024 and 2025 rookie picks that year. And you and Masha and some of the Marco,
I was
and
competing.
Other competitive teams were willing to give me those picks. So that's why I was able to rebuild that team. Otherwise, that team wouldn't have had a hope in hell of rebuilding.
Bro, I'm still trying to fucking rebuild and sell pieces off, but nobody wants to give up even a fucking one for like Henry and Adams. Like, it's fucking insane
in that league.
I can't sell anything in that.
Oh yeah, no, I've been trying to sell. I've been trying to sell Justin Jefferson in that league. It's like impossible.
Like, bro, like the thing is, I'm only like the number 5 ranked fucking contender, which sucks. But like, if I'm gonna get no value from these fucking teams, I might just have to run it back. Like, I have my own 27-1 now. Thankfully, I have all my future picks set up. Like, it's fucking.
It's an annoying league. I know it's an annoying league.
It's my only balanced team in my portfolio. The rest of them are strong rebuilders, strong contenders, or juggernauts.
My team is like, should be a house money team, but like nobody wants to trade me for my competitive assets. So I'm like, I guess I'm gonna like see what happens if I can compete this year, which is so annoying.
Yeah. Just rewatched McGregor Khabib for the love of the game. That's. I feel bad for McGregor, man. You go for a flying fucking roundhouse immediately and just snap your knee.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah, no worries, Young Zay. Apologies if it came off a little hostile. I'm on, always on edge.
Danny's just perma mad.
Young Zay, after you take the FSC negotiation course, anything is possible.
Yeah, I could tell you for free that I've definitely gotten bigger steals than Luther Burden and Caleb Williams for 3-1s. I've definitely gotten better deals than that. Through with the FSC negotiation tools. But anyways, we beat this one to death. You need to trade everything and anything, as we said. Bongo Bong here, the Rebellion. Got a lot of work in progress teams today. Not a whole lot of brag teams or Thanoses or anything like that.
Sleeves.
Need help getting out of purgatory. I inherited this team mid last year, so a mid-season orphan. Jesus. What a piece of shit left in the league mid-season. It was a mess, and I love a challenge. Need help on turning it into a winning team. Only trade I made last year was giving up Josh Jacobs for Jaden Daniels and a 2026 first-round pick. He did say in the DMs, it was Jacobs plus a first, and I received Daniels. Sorry, it was not. He did not get Daniels plus for Jacobs. He paid a first for Daniels.
Your own one?
His own one, probably, I would imagine.
Oh, that is... Actually, it's not as bad now that I look at this team, but...
I mean, when your team's not in a position to make consolidation moves, it's not great process, but given the value you achieved on a young quarterback, I think it's fine.
Like, if you wanted to just say, hey, fuck it, I will try to go at it this year, and then next year...
I'll just sell Jaden Daniels, too. Like, you could always... Because knowing you're going to get... Josh Jacobs is worth, what, a late first?
Also, he has his one.
It was 26-1. So
gotcha. Okay.
He was 5-9 with like middling point. He probably gave up reasonably, like Mekhi Lemon and Josh Jacobs for Jaden Daniels.
So that's even better. You still have control of all of your future ones. It was a fucking 2026 one in a shitty class. So who cares? Big fucking deal. Woo! Yeah. I lost my 26-1. Who the fuck cares? You got Jaden Daniels and you got off Josh.
You lost
Jacobs.
Jordan Tyson, Mekhi Lemon, or Jadarian Price.
And Josh Jacobs. Ooh, the guy who's got a fucking arrest going on and all that nonsense right now. Yeah, if you realistically said, hey, I'm going to build around Jaden Daniels and just liquidate everything else, you could do that if you wanted to.
That's probably the direction I would go. Like, I really like the tight end core that you have.
Yeah,
Madsen,
I wouldn't touch
Stowers, Okonkwo. I think you're going to
maybe a sell on Chig if he starts producing early.
Yeah, maybe sell on Chig because he's getting some buzz, that kind of thing. But like Pickens and Olave are two guys that will be in tomorrow's video. And Wilson too, actually. So all three of these dudes, to me, are perfect tier up and tier down candidates because all three of them have more value on the open market than I think they're actually going to produce, if that makes sense. Like, I like Pickens for redraft. I think he's going to be a 15, 16 point per game receiver. I like Olave for redraft. I think he's going to be 14, 15 point per game receiver. I like Wilson for redraft. Going to be a 14, 15 point per game receiver. But I think that given their value on the open market, in your situation, you're not going to tier up to anything because you're looking to collect picks and collect value, but you might be able to tier down into stuff. Like if somebody offered you Casey Concepcion and a 1 for Chris Olave, like that's a perfect trade for the situation your team is in.
And I would literally keep doing it until all the studs are off my roster. I mentioned the only league I'm unable apparently to get moves done in is too lazy, and I don't even know how that's the case. But actually, I'm looking at it a little bit more. It makes a little bit more sense.
Maybe you and
now,
I should make a move.
Maybe, although we're both not trying to win.
Yeah, I know. Everyone's afraid of winning in this league.
Everybody's scared to compete. And I'm talking about my team, how bad it is. Like I'm not still listed balanced and was 10-4 last year.
I know. I think this team. What have I called this team in my portfolio a million times?
Redheaded stepchild.
It's my redheaded stepchild of a team, and I'm like fourth in the analyzer. I'm literally fourth in the analyzer, and I'm like, I hate this team. I hate everything about it. It's so poorly constructed, but I can't sell the assets I'm trying to sell.
Dude.
And I keep reaching out to Garrett. The guy's fucking never on his phone.
Oh,
I'm like, dude, Justin Jefferson from Elite Neighbors. Any interest? Any interest? Any interest? I messaged him like 40 fucking times.
If your question to Garrett is any interest, the answer is usually no.
I've literally messaged this guy like 30 times about trading Jefferson from Elite Neighbors and Too Lazy, and he just will not respond to me.
Also, I come across a super blunt when I commented, working and listening. I appreciate you, Young Zay. So, story time about blunt. So, Corey, I golfed with my brother on the weekend. I mentioned to you, right? Me and my brother went golfing. So it was.
I don't think you mentioned it to me, but I appreciate it since I was on my honeymoon.
Oh, fair. So
I didn't need to know that information, so it's good that you didn't mention it to me.
It was on Sunday. I went golfing with my brother on Sunday, and so it was just us two. So we got put out with another duo. And funny enough, the guy that was in our group, I went to school with his cousin, and he's a couple years older, and also went to the school. But like I grew up with his cousin, so like I'm like, Joey, what's going on? So we were just talking. I had my Italia hat on with the golf team. Like we're just chopping up on the course. We played the first hole, and we're finishing on the green. I'm not even joking. It's the fucking first hole. It's a par 4 first hole. And the people tee off into us. Two times.
Okay.
Right? The hole finishes. And I fucking turn over and I'm like, are you guys fucking serious? It's one thing if you do it once. But you see us in the fucking course, finishing on the green, don't fucking shoot into us ever again. Like I lost it. But like keeping it blunt reminded me of that.
I can't imagine. I cannot imagine just like, you being anything but calm in that situation.
It's a par 4 first fucking hole. Give me a fucking break. You're teeing into us on the first hole. Like it was a group of like 19
I would
to
BM so hard. I would just start looking for balls. I would start. I would do the opposite of what you did. I wouldn't say a thing, and I would just take my sweet ass time every single hole. And when they say like, "Can we pass through?" I'd be like, "Nah,
no,
I'm good. I'm trying to play slow and steady here."
So the first time it happens, we were going up on the fairway, approaching the green. It almost hits the cart. The second time it happened, we're about to tee off at the next hole. We're talking to the fucking worker coming through, and a golf ball flies past the guy in his cart, the worker on the fucking course, in his cart into our tee box, and that's when I fucking lost it on them. I'm like, how do you hit our tee box? How do you hit our tee box?
Maybe they just suck at golf.
Maybe, but like 19 to 25, it's understandable if you're in your fucking teenage years. I give you a little more grace, but fucking grow up. Fucking grow up. I hate poor etiquette.
The second one, I think that's an overreaction because if you're in your tee box off the green, I'd be shooting too.
Fair, but
I wouldn't be dog shit enough to hit your tee box.
Fair, but the reason I reacted the second time is because the first time happened.
Yeah. I think the first time was understandable. The second time was rage bait. I think that you got screwed on that one.
Maybe, yeah.
But anyways, we can keep it rolling here. The rebellion again. Our strategy, like you said, you're in purgatory. How do I get out? The answer is Pickens, Wilson, Olave, Casey Concepcion on a first type of deals. Those are the types of deals you're going after. Multiple ones. Can you get 2 1s for Pickens? Can you get a 1 and 2 2s for Olave and Wilson? Can you get I like Breece Hall, Judkins, ETN. I like all of their projections for redraft this year, minus ETN, who I've been pretty low on. I would be selling those guys for what their market value is because generally speaking, this team is just destined to get smacked in the first round if you somehow manage to get into the playoffs or have the 104, 105, or 106 again, like you had last year.
Like this is the team, I'm not joking, where if I saw you in my league and I saw that you had a competitive shell,
I would target.
I would go for your first round pick.
Yeah, exactly.
I would go for it. And Corey, we've had successful hate watches before where we'll trade for someone first going into the year, and we might even be a top 2 or 3 team in that league. But
we've had hate watches facing each other in week 16. where we're like, I have his first and you have the other guy's first, or in week 15, sorry, where there's one guy who snuck into the playoffs and I'm rooting for the guy who's first you have, and you're rooting for the guy who's first I have.
Like, didn't you have a person who was competing with Skull Canada's first for that last playoff squad? And Skull had like a pipsqueak. Like, it was crazy. He just went on a crazy.
Playoffs,
yeah.
No, that wasn't the Tone Setter Truthers. The thing that happened last year was I had Corey Vance first in the listener league, and I was trying to get into the playoffs because I didn't have my own first. So I was trying to take his last playoff spot because the first that I had was his, not mine. And I ended up finishing with the 106, and Spicy ended up getting my first because he had it from the trade that I made for Devon Achan, I think.
That makes sense.
Corey Van snuck into the playoffs and ended up finishing with like the 108 or something like that, which sucks because the 106 for the 108 this year was a big difference, obviously, because I would have gotten Jadarian Price or Makai Lemon or Tyson or whoever instead of Casey Concepcion at 108, who ended up taking.
That league dynamic in FSC Listener League is just so fucking chaotic.
I hate it. I hate that league so much because I love that it's our oldest standing league. I hate that you literally went undefeated last year, and my team, if the league was like a fresh startup, my team is like clearly a contender, and I'm like, my team sucks. I need to keep rebuilding.
Bro, that's the thing, because like you're literally number 3 in the fucking analyzer with like a legitimately objectively good team. And
yeah, minus a hammer at receiver, but like I have assets that if this was a team where I like could push the chips in a little bit and grab another top tier receiver, I'd be a competitive team, no questions asked.
Exactly. It's just like when you just look at like
and Flet's team too is really good.
Yeah. Also. Well, that's the thing too. I don't think Flett made or did he lose in the first round? He either didn't make the playoffs or he lost in the first round. I was just like, yeah, like his team's fucking stacked, and he's got an extra first. Like he doesn't have his own, but he has somebody else's first.
He's clouding Dion's first.
But yeah,
I know my team just annoys me because I'm like, it says I'm a strong contender, but I know I'm not.
It's clickbait.
Yeah, it's literally clickbaiting me. But anyways, yeah, the Rebellion, his main questions were just, I love a challenge, need to help turn it into a winning team. The only thing you can do is it's always darkest before the dawn. You got to make this thing dark as shit and get rid of all your top tier assets. The bright side for you is that a lot of the assets that you're going to be selling are, in my opinion, at peak market value. Yep. George Pickens, Chris Olave, those types of guys. I don't think they're going to be any more valuable a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now than they are right this second. So yeah, that's definitely bodes well for you to sell those players off. We have one from Boduke here. Another MFL, big MFL day, apparently. Also,
1.0 or 2.0?
This is a regular DD. We got plenty of time on our hands still. It's only an hour and 12 minutes into the stream. If you guys want a Dynasty Decisions 2.0 covered, it'll be covered for you in the next 10 minutes. If you
what's good, Arthur?
What's going on, Arthur? If you guys want a team review covered, it'll be covered for you in the next 10 minutes. If you want a trade question answered, it'll be covered for you in the next 10 minutes. And again, we have some absolute smackers coming out in the next couple of weeks. But this week alone, we got some tier ups, tier downs for Dynasty. We're going to talk about some rookies from a redraft standpoint, some of our favorite rookies in redraft. We're going to talk about some second-year players who could make the leap. We're going to talk about some, regression candidates as well, which I thought was Danny came up with the idea for that. The League Winner Series starts this weekend. Who is the next league-winning quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, and running back? Those will be the next couple of Saturdays that I go through those. So stay tuned for that. I'm also, I want to sit down and maybe go through the process of those videos and see if there's any things I can add or take away to make those more accurate. Because as I look over the last couple of years, there's been one major blind spot that's caused me to miss Jackson Smith and Jigba, for example, as the biggest league winner in pretty much all of fantasy football at wide receiver. He didn't pop in that exercise. And I figured what the major blind spot was kind of like predicting a talent increase. The prime wide receiver ones exercise, the breakout candidates, that kind of thing. I did integrate it last year in the exercise, but it still didn't make JSN pop enough. So I think I'm going to integrate it into the scoring as well of that exercise. So that's something I'm definitely going to canoodle around with. What's going on, chat? Jared, what's going on? Also, send me better trade offers. That Ibuka one was dog shit. Sup, Jared? What's going on? Covered means what?
What does this mean?
Covered means what? Oh, covered as in answered. We'll cover your team review. We'll cover your trade question.
No, I'll cover it with a blanket.
Yeah, we'll cover it with a blanket. Yeah. Bro, he said, can we ban Danny from saying Loveland on the video?
Sorry, can't.
Danny, we need a Carnell Tate, Colston Loveland like buzzer, CeeDee Lamb. We need every year, Danny's got like 4 guys that he just won't shut the fuck up about. Like Nico Collins, CeeDee Lamb, like certain guys every year. It's just like, can we just stop talking about the same players?
Also, me and Corey were talking about this, but we're trying to figure out like how it would be applied. Like the video I was talking to you about. Like, would that be something you guys want to see where it was like a blind auction and we had people on and we did like filled out a team? Because we didn't know exactly. We've seen it on like other sports. We've seen it in like NFL trivia, but we weren't necessarily sure how it would translate from a fantasy lens and if people would click onto that.
Yeah. Like I like the idea in person. That's the other thing. Like,
well, that's the thing. Yeah, if we can do it in Texas, that would be great.
This idea, and I'm like, this idea would be way better to do in Texas when we're all together, and it's not just you and me too. We can have the other creators from the site on, and maybe it's something that's like for the Flock League channel as well. It's not.
I could pitch it to Mason. Yeah,
because I think it makes. Like, I don't know about you guys, but if I was watching the Flock League, like if I was, a fan of it rather than actually being in it, it would be fun to see us do things that are not, fantasy football, like just trivia contests. Like,
I agree.
I don't know, like vlogging us, like making dinner might actually be funny. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like me and Nathan got like a heated debate of Devontae Smith versus Cortland Sutton last year in our room, like in our hotel or our Airbnb, and someone should have filmed it. It was fucking hilarious.
Well, that's the thing. Like even just like personal touch content like that, like I'm sure eventually too, we'll probably talk about like just having like an FSC other channel or something like that, where like if we do like a Sporkle or we do like the BG quizzes or shit like, but like just something we could push out like the nonsense on that doesn't affect our own algorithm on this channel.
Yeah, I think that makes sense if we did like an other type of thing. Okay, let me read Jared's response because he's insisting he sent me a fucking goated trade offer even though it was dog shit. He said he sent me a Emeka Egbuka for Brian Thomas, my 1 and 2, 28-1, 27-2. My team is balanced. It's like a top 5 to 6 contender in no flocking. I'm not looking to trade my 28-1 because it's balanced. He said, I figured you'd want production upgrade, which I think is a fair assumption on his part. Your trade calculator calls it a fair trade. Your team is still 4th in this league despite trading away your own 1. I traded my own 1 to Tano for Saquon Barkley. He said, I'm down to negotiate, obviously, but I thought it was a solid starting offer. Now, okay, I was maybe a little mean calling it a dog shit offer. If the trade calculator says it's fair, it's probably closer to fair than I'm thinking. I just don't think it fits my team very well. I don't want to sell my other 28-1 and 2 for an asset in Emeka Egbuka who I like better than Brian Thomas Jr., but there's a world in which Brian Thomas Jr. outproduces Emeka Egbuka straight up. So I don't feel like that's a production upgrade that's going to like be a huge difference for me.
So what's funny about that is similar thing happened earlier this offseason where Jared sent me a trade and my initial reactions, I'm like, Jared, come on, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we doing? And he's like, bro, like you have a team that could actually like push some chips in and compete. And you've seen what I've done with my Flock Me Silly team since. Like I low-key just ended up doing that. Because you don't know what you want to do with a team till you actually like get reminded and look at it in depth and realize like, oh shit, like you're probably like Jared was right. Like I probably should be trying to.
He hit that FSC negotiation tactic on you.
I looked at it. I'm like, you know what? He might be because like, dude, I just see a team with so many picks, and my immediate thing is like, why would I rush this? But you've seen my Flock Me Silly team. Like, why wouldn't I try to win money with that?
Yeah, I will. So after we answer this team review from Boduke here, I will come back to that trade, and maybe I'll try and send you an offer live here. Jared. All right. Also, 50 Cal said I'll submit one for fun. Yeah, I mean, submitting brag teams are also definitely better.
Let's go. The more content, the better. And yeah, so I guess I didn't do a good job explaining it. Basically, the concept would be I've seen people do twists on it where they'll mention the player's name straight up, or they'll mention maybe like hidden clues or like a riddle leading to the player, like drafted in 2019, 2nd round pick, career X yards per hour. Like people will do it in different frames. So we'd probably have to like nail down the nuts and bolts, but like a bidding process where we have like a preset budget. You have to fill out like a quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end, and like a flex or 2. And then we have like, again, 4 to 6 people maybe at like an auction, like circle or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if we could like figure out the semantics behind it, I just think it would be really entertaining.
Yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, I think, like I said, it would be fun with the Flock guys. It would be fun with all of us, not just the two of you and I.
Two does not work for something like that. It would probably be like, 4 to 6 people on it, which again, like we would probably do in Texas.
But, yeah, the only thing that I know Mason will come back with is then we need Zeming to help us film the thing. So like he might be like, I don't want to pay Zeming to film something like this. But if he's already planning on doing that anyways, because he has some other plans for content that we can do for the Flock League channel, then it might not be any different than what he was already planning on. But anyways, Boduke here said he's managed to trade away all of his draft picks outside of a 2028 first from Buckeye Barbie. I've got a good team, but not having any picks this year in a 27 and 27 makes me worried a little bit. Thoughts on trades you guys might make? Overall, I'm just looking to get better if I can. So he is Frosted Flakes. I don't give a damn. So he's a Thanos, first of all. Let's put in context here. Yes, he doesn't have any picks this year. And it's hilarious that he's like, I'm a little bit worried that I don't have any picks this year. Brother. You have in one quarterback redraft leagues, the 102, the 107, the 109, I think in my rankings where James Cook is. I mean, you have Ashton Genty at like 110 probably, I'd imagine.
He has 6 top 25 or 7 top 28 picks.
Yeah. And then like your shitty players that are not starters for you are like QJ and like Pittman and shit who could easily be in your lineup on a competitive team. And Dak and Caleb and Stroud is a perfectly formidable 3-stack of QBs. Like this is a Thanos, brother. Like I hate to tell you this, but like you don't need any help with this team. You could do a chicken sandwich tier list.
I would go fire.
You know what we should do, Daddy, is we should do a Canadian chicken sandwich tier list. Because Mason's talking about Whataburger and all these fucking shithole American places.
Bro, some of the patties he were eating didn't look digestible.
No, bro. Let me tell you something about a Mary Brown's chicken sandwich from Canada. Like,
you're feeling it.
It's hilarious that the chicken sandwich thing got brought up because on the way home from the airport, me and Maria absolutely annihilated some Chick-fil-A on our way home.
What about Tim Horton's chicken sandwich?
Tim's got a chicken sandwich. Yeah, we could definitely do a chicken sandwich tier list for Canadians because we have all the good chicken sandwich places here, like Chick-fil-A, Popeyes, KFC, all the places that would rank highly. We have, Burger King, McDonald's, like every one of the big chicken sandwich places, but we don't have the shitty places that Mason brought up, like Shake Shack, Whataburger, like Applebee's, like all those shitty sandwiches that he ate. We have, Mary Brown's, which in my opinion rivals Popeyes and Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich. Like it's up there. It's very good. It's very good.
I've had Chick-fil-A before. I've had Popeyes before. I haven't, so I've had Chick-fil-A, I think only 2 or 3 times in my life. One of them was did we go to Chick-fil-A the first year in August or in Texas or no?
We went to In-N-Out.
In-N-Out the first year. Okay.
In Dallas, we went to In-N-Out, not in Austin.
Okay. In Austin.
Unless you guys went to you guys went to Chick-fil-A. I didn't go. It was last year that they went to Chick-fil-A.
I know we went last year. I'm saying, did we go 2 years ago as well or no?
I just ate at that fucking Mexican place like 8 times.
Oh,
so
El Dorado or whatever it is.
Yeah, I ate there like 8 times last year. Like me, Avery, Nate, and Austin ate there like so many times.
So I've had Chick-fil-A 3 times in my life, I believe. It might be 2. The 2 that I only remember for sure are Texas last year, and when I was 16 for football, we bussed down to Ohio for a game against. School was called Olentangy Liberty. We bussed down there to play them. And that night going into the game, they were going to feed us and they fed us all Chick-fil-A and our coaches were pissed because they're like, what the fuck? We're getting all these fucking players fed up with Chick-fil-A 2 hours before a night game.
Brother, Chick-fil-A is gas.
We were all 15, 16, 17 years old. So my metabolism back then was a lot better than it is now. So that was fucking fuel.
In-N-Out was mid. It was mid. It wasn't that good.
Five Guys better.
Five Guys is better for sure. Yeah. I've never had Shake Shack burgers. I'm just referring to Shake Shack's chicken sandwich that Mason talked about in his tier list video. I've never had anything from Shake Shack myself. I have no idea if it's good or not, but In-N-Out was mid.
I can't speak on the animal style burger, to be fair. I haven't had that. Yeah. I just had, I think, a double cheeseburger or whatever it is. I don't know. Spicy told me what to get and I just copied his order. This is not a chain, but there is an untouchable burger in Waterloo by my high school, the high school that I went to. Johnny Fresco's in Waterloo is still the best burger I've ever had. Period. Better than Five Guys, Shake Shack, In-N-Out, whatever place you want to bring up. It's a single family owned
Greek family that owns this place. It is the best burger I've ever had, and no fast food burger has ever come close. It is technically like a fast food burger style. It's not like a sit down restaurant.
Well, my comp to that would be in my hometown is Paradise Subs, the family owned. I've been going there since high school. Like
that was pretty mid when we had it. It was okay. It was better than like Subway or Mr. Sub, but like I would take Jersey Mike's over that sub.
Yeah, I would take Paradise just because like the specific combination I got in my sub, I'm like I think the only one that gets this combo. Like I'm not talking about the meat, I'm talking about the actual sauces I get.
I mean, you're not that special. You're probably somebody else who does this too.
I don't know. Okay, comment in the chat below if you've ever tried the combination. So obviously you'll get sub sauce for the lettuce. You can't not have sub sauce in the lettuce, otherwise like it's just not a sub in my opinion. Straight up.
Sub sauce?
Sub sauce. You can't
sub
not
sauce
have
sucks, bro.
You can't not have sub sauce in your lettuce though.
Sub sauce is mid,
bro. You have to have it in the lettuce.
Also, I think sub sauce is a Canadian thing. I don't think Americans have sub sauce. Maybe I'm baked on that.
I think they have sub sauce. They should.
Anything's better than Subway. Also, Flockonymous with some ball knowledge of Waterloo.
Amen. But so the sauces that I get specifically every time outside of sub sauce, it's the perfect mix of sweet and like tangy. Oh, okay. I guess I'm on a tangent there. Chipotle and tzatziki. Chipotle and tzatziki, no other sauces.
Danny, you are not special for that fucking combination.
There's no way nobody.
Chipotle and tzatziki I've had on subs like multiple times this month.
So you get only those two sauces as your combo on a sub when you order? Okay, so you might just be special like me then.
You're not special. That's not like a ball knowledge take. You're like, bro, hear me out. Ketchup and mustard together. Like, you're not special.
Come on, tzatziki and Chipotle. I've never heard anybody else that's taken that combo outside of you now.
Johnny Fresco's chicken Caesar pita Fridays in high school, Chipotle and tzatziki every single fucking time. Every single time.
On your sub?
On a pita specifically, but on it's not a new combo.
Like on a pure sub, like a double mixed or a turkey or whatever.
Bro tried to make it sound vicious, like nobody had done it. Chipotle and tzatziki, like that's not at all different.
Bro, tzatziki and Chipotle together is the
those are like those are two top 5 popularity sauces, period.
But like together though, it's together. It's awesome. It's the best.
That's the equivalent of you going, dude, have you ever had like a sweet and smoky together? Like you go barbecue and hot sauce? Like, yes, dude,
they literally have a sauce that's Chipotle, tzatziki, and a bottle.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is how not special you are. This is how not special you are. A place literally.
I thought I broke the code, bro. Anytime I've ever told my sub order to people, they're like, that's such a weird combo. Like Chipotle and tzatziki.
No,
and
dude,
like,
that's the equivalent of me thinking I started Thai sauce on Junior Chickens and now McDonald's has it on the menu.
You're not hearing them out, Corey. Together.
I've never had this kava place. Is Greek fast food? Yeah, dude, Greek. There's a place in Waterloo, Danny, that just opened up. That's a Greek place. It is fucking unbelievable. Like one of Maria's best friends is Greek, and she's like, "This is one of the most authentic Greek places I've ever had outside of in Greece." And I'm like, "Okay, we got the Greek ball knowledge coming through." And we had it like right before our wedding, like on Wednesday, and I was like, "This is the fucking best thing I've ever had."
Greek food is so fucking good. It's so fucking good because it's so simple. You'll just have like a couple onions. You'll have good fucking meat. You'll have your olives. You'll have it on good pita. You don't need a lot of sauce because it's so flavorful with how they prepare the meat. Like Greek food is easily one of my favorite cuisines.
Yeah,
like,
it's top 3 for me for sure.
Top 5
Mexican, Japanese, Greece, the holy trinity for me.
It's a good point, by the way. My bad.
Yeah, that's the podium: Mexican, Japanese, Greece.
I mean, Italian's up there too, but that's an
not even
argument
for another day.
That's an argument for another day.
I like Italian food, but it's not even in my top 5.
Argument for another day.
Yeah, we've had it before. I would put French cuisine number 4 because Montreal cuisine is just unbelievable. And also, like, I haven't ever been to France, but Maria dated a French guy and has made many French dishes that he taught her, and they're all very good. Italian would be in contention for number 5, but I would probably throw.
Mine would be 1, and then everything else pushed down.
Yeah.
Thai food will always hit too.
It is. See, that's Flockonymous is a ball knower.
Would never complain about Thai food either. Thai food.
Yeah, I would probably put Thai food ahead of Italian food.
I wouldn't, but like it's definitely in my top 6 to 8.
I will say though, like there's a lot of shitty Thai food out there.
That's the issue.
Thai food is very easy to fuck up. Like be a salt obliteration. Like pie in Toronto, the best Thai food that I've ever had. And like my buddy, like Dylan is from Thailand and like has vouched for how authentic it actually is. And he's been to Thailand many times. And he's like, this is the closest you'll get to Thailand food.
Debo?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And he's pretty whitewashed, but he's Thai. That place is the only real Thai food I actually like though. Like, cause it's just so good. It's unbelievable. But when I go get Thai food at other places, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah. So I feel that.
There's not many good Thai places around where I live, but because of University of Waterloo, there's a crap ton of Japanese places that are extremely authentic because we have so many Japanese students in Waterloo.
Bro, well, I've told you this story, but the first time I've ever had like pure Japanese beef, like Kobe beef, was when I was in Orlando when I was 10 or 11 years old. And my uncle had gifted me a shirt that just said, I lost my pussy in Orlando with a pussycat on it.
Yeah, you've told me this story 4 million times. Yes, dude.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I've told you. Okay.
I swear to God, you've told me this Kobe beef, I lost my pussy in Orlando story at least 4 million times.
Fuck, my bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay, anyways, we're going to get to Arthur Steve in a second because he's getting mad.
No, we're good. My bad.
Last thing that we have on Boduke here. First of all, everything that you're saying here is pretty irrelevant because you have a Thanos. If you have a Thanos, just go win the championship and worry about everything else later. Any thoughts on trades you'd make? I mean, Danny's going to talk about the classic tear down from Trey McBride into Colston Loveland. I mean, looking at the production windows of all your team, like the players on your team, if you really wanted to tier up from like Genty to Gibbs, if you could pull it off, like you're shopping in Louis Vuitton, as we talk about all the time. When you have a Thanos, yes, you don't have draft picks, but you have tons of other assets that you can add to deals. If you're like, hey, I love James Cook, but this guy told me he'll give me, Devon Achane for James Cook and Michael Pittman. Take the extra production uptick if you think Devon Achane's going to have the better season or has the better long-term outlook or whatever. So that's basically all you're doing at this point in time. I wish we could be of more help to you, Boduke, but your team's already extremely goated as it is. So we could probably just move on there. And again, he did say he has outside of I've managed to trade away all of my draft picks outside of a 2028 first. So he has a 2028 first that he has to play with, I guess, technically.
Oh, brother, you are so set. And I think it was, I think I saw him in chat earlier.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's first that he has is one of the other competitive teams. So it's not going to be a super early first, but yeah, you're in pretty good shape. Shout out Badaki. Facts.
Cornholio. I know it's a brag team, but fair enough. And if this is your only league, let's just say your hit rate is, you're batting 100. Shout out Wad. I love Wad.
I don't know who Wad is, but
dude, if I found that shirt, I just let you know I'm probably 100 to 150 pounds away from fitting into it. Like it is a small shirt.
It's got a better chance of fitting me for sure.
Okay. Built that team using both of y'all's rankings. I mean, you fucking crushed it.
You cooked.
So for those of you that have never seen a Thanos, maybe you have now because you've been in our streams before. We've reviewed some Thanoses. The Thanos is the Easter egg label on the site. Because if you click the key, click strong contender, Corey, click that key.
It doesn't actually say Thanos anywhere.
It doesn't say Thanos anywhere. The only way that you could see Thanos on your end is, I believe, number one contending, number one in picks, and 1.5x value to the next.
And you need to be top 3 at every position, if I'm not mistaken, too.
Yeah. So it is definitely an Easter egg.
It's an Easter egg. Anyways, Arthur goes, get to my team. We're in the league, brother. But anyways,
you know the dynamic. I have no interest in buying a deeper, burying a deeper hole and selling 28 capital. Trust me, I know that. I tried to offer him a very fair deal. Let me ask you your comments on this offer I had with Arthur, because it is, again, relevant to this league, considering it was an offer in this league. He didn't end up pulling the trigger, but the one I was trying to negotiate with him, I wanted Burden, his 28 one, his 29 one, and I was going to give him Hampton and Coker. And keep in mind, he's a contending team.
Yeah, it's pretty fair. And I've also reached out to Arthur because I am the one in possession of his 27 one. If I'm not mistaken. Or no, he gave me Brian Harris's one. Never mind.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, he gave me Brian Harris's one. But anyways, I was
so why
after his picks because I'm like, hey, he's in purgatory, like on the label. So we obviously target guys in purgatory when we're doing that. He said anything that to do to make this team spicy is basically what his question is. He said, I'm willing to move my 27 picks. So if we just focus on selling his remaining 27 picks, I mean, there's definitely outs for you to get more production upside. Like, I'll just quickly go to my team because I'm curious if there's anybody that I'd be
take a look at mine as well.
I mean, if you want Isaiah Likely, like I'll trade him to you, but I don't really have any players, neither do you, realistically, who we can sell. He's not selling his 28 picks, so you're not going to trade him Hampton otherwise.
He offered me his 27-2 to Pearsall, for Pearsall, but I declined because A, I think that's about his equivalent value now, and B, if he has a good start to the year,
give or take.
Yeah, like a mid to late projected 2. I think I can get better, or at the very minimum, that exact deal in season if I need.
Whoa, we got breaking news.
What?
In this league, I got a trade in my inbox 2 minutes ago.
Oh, I thought you were talking about NFL context.
No. This is exact. So this is Flock Me Sideways, and
hear the offer.
This is a pretty good deal, dude. I might have to accept this live.
I don't know, Arthur. Looks like the competition to winning is getting a little harder if Busch helps another contender win.
It says fair trade in my calc here. Given that, let me go by my rankings because I do really like this person. It says I lose by my own rankings.
Is it from Jordan?
No, it's not. By expert rankings, it says that it's a fair trade. If I go by your rankings, it says fair trade. I'm actually losing by my own. JT Kang offered me Jackson Dart for Jordan Love and Marvin Harrison. So I would get off of a 28-year-old quarterback and Marvin Harrison, who I have 9 shares of. He's my most rostered wide receiver in Dynasty.
That's not bad.
In exchange for a young quarterback in Jackson Dart, who I'm not extremely high on. So that's why it says I'm losing by my own rankings.
Where do you have him ranked?
He's my QB 13 at the moment. So I have like Bo Nix ahead of him, like, which I don't think is a popular opinion. He's like QB 9 or something on Keep Trade Cut. Jackson Dart.
Also, wait. Are you sorted by expert in the review? Or are you sorted by your own rankings then?
I think it's sorted by my own. I think it automatically goes by mine.
The reason why I'm asking, okay, yeah, that makes more sense because I show up 9 by your rankings, but by the expert rankings of my own, I show up way higher. I show up number 5 by the expert rankings. I show up, where do I show up by my own? I show up number 1 by my own. So you just don't like my team.
No, I guess I just don't. Even as a rebuilding team, I don't really love that trade for me. At first, I was like, "Oh, that's a pretty good deal. Maybe I need to move Jackson Dart up a little bit if that's the case." But
it's not bad. I mean, I didn't mind it. But answering Arthur's question, though, he's asking what can he spend his second and third on. It's gonna be tough sledding to try to make that type of move in season.
It's got to be a running back, right? Like based on the rest of his team.
Realistically, his market, Corey, is me, you, and YWL. Nobody else is gonna sell him a fucking running back at this point in the year. Because everybody else trying to win.
Yeah, I think you could maybe. I mean, YWL.
Yeah, well, YWL, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could go after Singleton and see if that's an upside swing or something like that.
But who else would give him running back production?
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
Like, we have all the ones in the league. Like, nobody else is incentivized to rid production.
Yeah, because this the other context to this league is that it's a start. It just happened. The startup just happened this offseason. So, most people I'd imagine think they can compete. I guess you could reach out to Shady here, Arthur, because he has Price, McCaffrey, and Barkley. So maybe he'd be willing to sell Brooks or the backfield of Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. This is also a best ball league too. So if you were to go after like the Vikings backfield, you're just going to get whoever the starting running back is that week or whatever, whoever had the most points that week. You could go after Shady's team and try and sell the picks there, but he's all in here. Like, he doesn't have any picks in the next 2 draft classes.
Corey, go show his running back, Corey. I just want to see it real quick. So clearly he needs like probably one more anchor, I would say, and then he needs a couple pieces at wide receiver is what I would say. Like depth pieces, because you got your main guys set up, maybe 1 or 2 more guys that can hit the lineup. Let me ask you this, because I told you the initial offer, Hampton and Coker for Burden, the 28 one, the 29 one. He declined. If I threw Pearsall on that deal in a best ball format, he says he doesn't want to move his picks, but genuinely, I don't know what other better offer he's going to get from that.
Yeah, because like Danny said, the only people that can really trade you a running back are me, YWL, and Danny. My starting running back 1 is Keelan Black, so I'm of no help to you.
My quarterbacks are Mendoza, Simpson, so like I'm trying to get rid of
YWL's only running back worth of shit is Jeremiah Love, who he's probably fine holding, given that he's 20 years old. So yeah, I mean, you could go and reach out to other contending teams like a Shady here, who has 4 running backs that are viable, 5 running backs that are viable to hit his lineup. But in best ball, like frankly, I like having depth like Shady has, where you have a bunch of guys that can hit your lineup week over week. But again, you can reach out to, Arthur's a Broncos fan. Maybe you want to reach out to this guy on RJ Harvey and see, if RJ Harvey's available for the right price.
And full transparency as well, by the way. When I put the offer in, I had to put the 29 one as a mid to late one in 2028, which again, I think it's going to be a mid to late 29 one anyways.
And
even when I do that without Pearsall in the deal, it comes out exactly fair by people's rankings. So I'm getting a 29 one instead of a 28 one. And I'm also giving Pearsall in the offer.
Yeah.
So,
let me know. Said wait and see on selling picks. Again, you could tell Danny, hey, like I'm not going to do that right away. Maybe mid-season you have an injury to James Cook and you're more willing to do it. But I would imagine in your situation, you're going to probably make him pay a price for that. So if he loses a running back to injury, you're going to tell him like, you got to pay more for.
It's a buyer's market.
Yeah,
like it's a buyer's market. Like I know, like in maybe like a league where it's like more evened out, Arthur. Like I would not need as much. But like it's a buyer's market.
This league is literally 9 contending teams and 3 straight tank jobs. Like,
and that's totally fair. But I do think when the package you're getting back is a 22-year-old running back that has top 5 upside this year and 2 sub 25-year-old wide receivers in a best ball, if you are going to give up your picks, it would be for that type of package, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's just my input. Like again, like tell me to fuck off because obviously I'm biased. Like I want to make a deal, so I'm going to push it. But if you're not comfortable making that deal, then no issues. We could always again revisit in season. But like Corey said, that exact deal might not be on the table at that point.
Yeah, because like your only hope for like people that are looking to sell assets are like Jace Plant and this Harvey guy might be like, hey, I can't compete. I think this is your best chance here.
Yeah, he doesn't have his one though.
Irving. I know. That's the tough thing is that nobody, like literally nobody.
Just me, you, and YWL have all 12.
We have all 12,
4 each
first round picks in the 2027 class. So not one team that is contending, quote unquote, is incentivized to try and tear things down. Because the second this guy sells, let's say he sells you Bucky Irving or something like that, he's going to go to whichever one of the 3 of us has his first round pick and ask for his first round pick back, and none of us are going to give it back to him. So. It's kind of a tough market for you. The only option you have, in my opinion, is to take risks on players. Jonathan Brooks, RJ Harvey, Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, Kyle Menengai types. Like you could sell 2s, 3s, and 4s for players like that if you really believe in certain guys.
And also, Arthur, I'm going to say it as easy as I can. I'm not the one who decided to compete when 8 other people are competing. Like the cost for Hampton's going to be high, sure, but like. If it's the difference between winning a championship in a 9-person field versus having the 104, the 105 get portrayed to somebody else because you already dealt the pick, that point you can't focus on the sunk cost.
Yeah, that's the bricks.
Yeah, just have to wait for someone to start losing in season.
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, again though, if someone starts losing in season, I think they're going to be more willing to come to me, Corey, and YWL to
get their one back. Maybe they get their one back. Maybe they do that, sell us a huge like maybe somebody starts losing in season, they come get their one back and they actually get it done. And then now they're willing to sell everybody.
Well, because Arthur, you've been on the inverse. You've been on our side before. It's like, if you know the market, say you were in our position and you were one of the 3 teams that monopolized the entire 27 first, and somebody came at you and said, hey, I want to buy this player. It's a seller's market at that point. Like realistically, if 9 people are coming at 3 people who hold all the power in that regard, like you've been on the inverse side of it. You build fucking juggernauts I've seen firsthand.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happens.
It bugs me that the firsts that I have don't appear to be like the best firsts or like the most profitable. Like I have Brian Harris and Slat Squatch first, who are both who are the first I have? I have Brian Harris, Slat Squatch, and the Allen the orange team. I can't remember who that is, but they're like 1, 3, and 5 respectively in the analyzer for contending value. Whereas I think do you have Jace Plant first?
I got
Jace is the best one to have here, I think.
I got Jace, I got Jordan, and I got Shady.
Yeah, so Shady's number 2, Jordan's number 6, although Jordan continues to make moves to try and compete. Yeah. And then, yeah, you got Jace is the good one. And then looks like YWL has this guy's first here.
Trust me, Arthur, I know I've seen you do the work and get all the value that you can. When you're trying to push in for the championship in this type of market, like
it's tough.
I can't just give you like an 85 cents on the dollar, 90 cents on the dollar move. Like
I would just be patient if I was him, to be honest with you, because I didn't have it sorted by contending value. For some reason, Stevenson was like buried in my rankings, so I got to probably move him up. Having Stevenson and Chris Rodriguez and like that's fine depth for a new startup. If this was a 5 years down the road, I wouldn't say that, but for a new startup, that's fine. RB depth behind the guys that you have. If you get into the season and somebody's luck box their way, again, I would go after, who was it with the with all the running backs that I was talking about, this guy's team with Achan, Henderson, Bucky, Harvey, Cora, Menengai. It's very possible this guy views one of his running backs as expendable at some point in the season. It's very possible the guy that had like Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones, Jonathan Brooks, and those types of guys could view one of their running backs as expendable. You go after them at that point in time. And maybe you're willing to sell your 28-1 because you know for sure that Burden is breaking out and Moore is breaking out and Quentin Johnston's having a great season and so on. So yeah, I would just be patient for now. I don't think, unless there's like a clear guy who's worth a second and a third, which is the capital that you have to play with right now, that you want to go out and buy, I probably wouldn't force anything at this point in time. So
unless, let me see here. I might be able to make you an offer if I get a second here.
Uh-oh. Here comes another Martin Hampton offer.
I'm putting it in the calculator just so you know. What was it? 20. Yeah. Okay. And then 10. If we cut out the nuts and bolts, what would it show up? Yeah, and then maybe, I don't know, like a fucking 28. And I give maybe that. What does that look like?
See what happens.
Okay, so it's saying I fucking slightly lose, but if I can get a little bit value on top of something like this, this would probably be the exact bottom of what I can do. Like I would probably need an equalizer, a balancer of something like that, but 28-1, 2-2s, Burden, Hampton, Pearsall.
I mean, all I'm saying, Danny, is like you sell Hampton and you're getting Smith. Like,
yeah, probably.
I'm not willing to sell Mahomes or Jordan Love for nothing.
That's the thing. That's why
quarterbacks. Like
that's why I'm in no rush right now. I'll make a move if it makes sense. Again, if we can get more value than this, if you don't want to move both ones, slightly more value than this, whether it's a QJ type value coming back. Like if we did this, it would come out exactly fair. So
yeah,
I don't know. Something to ponder. Let me know. I'm trying to throw options at you because at the end of the day, you submitted the team for review. And I think realistically, given we're both at in our cycles, you're trying to win this year. You already moved your 27-1. I'm trying to get Jeremiah Smith. Unless you could make a deal with Busch and YWL, I'm your best option.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And I might have to come back to JT Kang after the stream is over and see if I can work something out. Cause I'm interested in his offer that he sent me, the Jackson Dart for Marvin and Jordan Love deal, because I get younger at quarterback. I lose a productive wide receiver. I'm trying to tank, obviously. But I feel like I need a tiny bit of juice on top of it to actually pull it off, because just the way that I value Jackson Dart's a little different than the experts on the site do, apparently. But anyways, yeah, that is probably it for Arthur. We can quick refresh here. We got one from a trade question from Staplers. Chase Brown, Christian McCaffrey, AJ Brown in the 108 in exchange for, this is a fucking giga smash on the right side. What?
Yeah.
I mean, the 105 and 108 are obviously different in value, but I would rather have Chase Brown than Kenneth Walker straight up. That's not a consensus opinion, but I would rather have Chase Brown.
Let's say Brown and Walker even out, and it's like, what? Brown in the 108 for Peters in the 105 if you're extremely high end Peters, and then at that point I would take McCaffrey over Gadsden. Like any way you stack it up, I think you win this deal.
Yeah, this is a giga smash either way. I'm surprised this doesn't say you're robbing them, to be honest. It's close to that level.
Because also by your rankings too, and obviously you have Chase Brown literally ranked higher than Walker. So
yeah,
that makes sense.
So Calster said earlier in the chat, this is a brag team as well.
He's got the tag.
He's got the Thanos tag. Chase Brown. People. Not only does he have the Thanos tag, he is almost double than the second place team. He's close to doubling the second place team. Oh,
Corey,
yuck, dude.
Corey, did he go undefeated? No, I'm kidding. He's got fucking 327 ones. Fuck me.
Bro, this guy is he's number 3 in picks right now, Danny, because he hasn't had the 2026 rookie draft yet. But once those picks get spent, he's probably going to pivot to number 1 in picks.
I'm trying to joke with this guy. Like, yeah, it might be good. It's not undefeated season good, but I don't have any fucking picks. And you have 327 ones in that team. Like,
yeah, this guy's got three running backs I have ranked in the first 15 players of redraft. Jackson Smith and Jigba Puka and CeeDee Lamb are all top 7 receivers in redraft. London, a top 8 receiver in redraft. McBride, a top 2 tight end. Yeah, like, go find Bowers, I guess.
Yeah. Because I don't think it's going to be expensive, and realistically, given your team, who the fuck cares anyways? Yeah, McBride plus what gets you Bowers on this team, knowing that he's in purgatory? Dude, can you? What else did he have on his roster outside of Bowers? Real quick, like who's this?
Give him fucking McBride and give him McBride and fucking Lad McConkey for Brock Bowers. McBride, McConkey plus a pick for Marvin and Brock Bowers.
Or fucking dude, go balls to the wall. Hey, Bowers, go up again. So go McBride plus McConkey plus 2 of those ones for Bowers and Neighbors.
Yeah, you could go really hard there. You could even go after, I think, Breece Hall too. Like you went Bowers and Breece Hall for Lad McConkey and Trey McBride.
Yeah, he also says tried to get Bijan. Go up. Tried to get Bijan, but difficult. Any interesting thoughts, ideas for this unfair team? Really, only 4 teams are competing. So if only 4 teams are competing and you're double the closest competing team, just keep taking it. Like how many fucking pipsqueaks are in this league?
2.
Oh, I thought it was a 12 team for a second. I'm like, is there?
This guy's team fucking reeks,
dude. For a second, I thought there was
DeAndre Swift, and that's it. Oh my god. These guys, like these pipsqueaks are so bad, they don't even have an elite asset for you to pull from them. This guy, you have his first. One thing I would definitely consider doing, or did he have his first? No, he had his third, actually. One thing I would consider doing is this guy's like nowhere close to competing. He's starting Blake Corum, Jordan Mason, Stevenson, Dobbins, whatever. I would try and get St. Brown from this guy. See how much on top of McConkey in a 1, done.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, you want to get spicy, you can go like London in a 1 for Amon or an AJ Brown or something too.
I get McConkey and Henderson easily for Amon-Ra. I would do that all day. Again, just going through the analyzer and going, okay, who can I snipe off? Who are the best players on the shittiest teams? Breece Hall, Neighbors, Bowers. Given your running back core, I think Breece makes sense. He said he already tried to get Bijan, so definitely not something that he's going to probably be capable of doing. This guy is Chase. You could overpay for Jamar if you really wanted to.
You could. So Ryan asks, I've got my team hooked up to Flock. Do I just need to send a team review to LiveDD to get it here? So there is a link higher in the chat, but basically, where's the link for the team reviews? At the very top. If you copy that link, it should take you directly towards it.
Yeah, I'll quickly show what happens here. If I go to my own teams really quick and I go personal advice and I go team review and then I go, okay, I want to talk about, like we were just talking about, Flock Me sideways. I want to go, Flock Me sideways. Great. This is my team. Continue. And then select us. Obviously, if you have a Dynasty Decisions 2.0 voucher because you just signed up for an annual, this will be actually a free option for you. Obviously, it's not a free option because I don't have that on my own account, but you can just hit LiveDD, submit that, and so on and so forth, and then type in your characters. Hey, I want blah, 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 blah. All the questions that are typed out there, and then you just hit submit, and it'll take you to the Stripe checkout page and whatnot. But that's how you do it, if that's what you were wondering. It's basically pretty straightforward there. My money is on Corey to win the Flock League this year. Sorry, Danny. Hey, a nice change of pace would be either of us not being in last. So I'll take making the playoffs, to be honest with you.
By the way, this is going to sound like the whole thing last year about Corey citing where he was ranked at the power rankings when he was in a losing streak. Like, this is full cope. Keep this in mind. But I mentioned this to Corey off stream. I had more wins than Zach this year. And B, I beat him in 2 of the 3 times we fucking played. The only time he beat me was in the toilet bowl final because Ramondre outscored Henderson by 30 or 25 fucking points. I dropped Burden going into the week because I didn't have a bench spot for him. And that was before fucking Moore got ruled out or whatever. It was either Moore or Odunze. One of them got ruled out. Odunze gets fucking ruled out literally on the Thursday or the Friday. And I didn't have a bench spot to fucking keep him. Yeah. Nobody thought he would have been out. Zach picks him up, starts him against me. He scores 28 points. So it's like...
And more cope. Danny and I both lost our playoff spots in heartbreaking fashion the last 2 years. Danny with the Chase Brown fumble, bullshit, punt, whatever.
Jamar
and
Chase
then me with Cameron Dicker ripping my heart out with fucking... I was up 17 points with Ladd McConkey to go. And Cameron Dicker outscored Ladd McConkey by 17.
Yeah.
Like how crazy is that? Literally 0.92, guys. Come on. I the thing that bugs me is that Mason can still say the accurate statement that we've never made the playoffs. That's the thing that fucking bugs me is that it's true.
And he still doesn't have
how close we actually were, despite having 2 of the most injury riddled teams the last 2 years. But anyways, as I said, very much
still has as many playoff wins as us. And he still says it.
I mean, it's fine.
Winningest team in the league, but doesn't have a playoff win.
What's going to be great? Exactly. We're going to go from no playoff appearances to 2 playoff appearances this year.
To 2 finals appearances.
Yeah, we're going to go from no playoff appearances to the finals. Both of us.
Hey, how about this? Hey, hey. 13-1 both of our teams, and we just we play each other twice and 1-1.
Yeah, and I win the money.
So does Mason, to be fair, though, Skylar. So does Mason.
Facts.
So I've already accepted that 2025 was a cursed year for me. 2026 has been way better. So I'm not worried.
Yeah, we're
like cooking. Straight up. Like when shit goes wrong, shit just finds a way to go wrong in total. Like you're never going to have a year where it's like, oh, some shit went bad and some like, no. If you have a bad year, it's because everything goes fucking wrong.
I got married this year, bro. I'm like cooking. I'm ready to go. I'm winning the flock league this year, guaranteed. Like I was a non-married man before.
You'll put up a valiant effort in the final, and I'll appreciate the effort you put forth against me and Sammy.
Yeah. And if we're in the finals against each other, maybe we'll work a back alley thing that we're playing for 80,000 instead of all 100. No, I think Mason would have a conniption if we didn't play for the whole 100.
No, we'll play for it, but I mean it'll be all good because we'll just cycle weeks between getting the 5K for weekly scoring anyways.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Me and Sammy talked about, by the way, if we are the highest scoring team in the league, like early in the season, first 3 or 4 weeks, we're gonna go to the Titans Cowboys game because why wouldn't we?
That's a good idea.
Like if we each got 2,500 from that US, why wouldn't we just fucking get a flight and go to the Cowboys game? Like the fuck, it's paid by the Flock League.
Yeah, I should probably announce this, by the way, that Antler Ice told me. He basically bribed me. he said that he has 2 extra tickets to Bills Vikings, which is in Minnesota on Monday Night Football in November, and he said that you and I could come if we want. He's basically bribing us.
Let's do it. Shout out to Antler Ice. He's the GOAT, bro.
For what it's worth, I'm not going to spoil what we're doing in the finals. I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't exactly know what our plan is yet because I still have yet to be on a call with any of the guys in the last fucking 10 days because I got married and was on my honeymoon. But I'm hoping there's like an opportunity for each of the creators to kind of vouch for their favorite finalists to be in the league. I'm hoping that's the case in some form or fashion because Antler Ice would be in my top 2.
I will say something in the private chat because I don't know if Mason said anything, but here, I'm going to text it and then you could read that. Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. I have a feeling at least, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited because I get to be a part of the finals part. I gave my scores last night. I don't know if Mason went over them when you guys recorded, but
we mentioned in the recording, we included it.
Yeah. Oh, so what I said.
Yeah.
In the what you just typed in the private chat is what I said when Mason brought up his idea.
Yeah.
Did he say like here? I'll type it in the thing.
Hey, so when that happened, by the way, we went into Nick's clip, and I'm like, oh yeah, so Nick's gonna get 2 10s then. And when I saw you didn't give him a 10, I was like, wait, what?
No, I didn't give him a 10 because they're right. I don't want to give him too much. Don't mumble what you were typing.
Yeah, Busch, I think so. And the only thing I mumbled was we were talking.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a good way to go about it myself as well. Because then everybody gets their opinion known, and also it's like you said in the chat as well.
I don't have the heart to give anybody lower than a 7. Meanwhile, Thomas is giving fucking 2s to people.
Thomas is like, I didn't like your forehead. 2.
Bro, everybody will give somebody like an 8.5 average rating across the board. It'll get to Thomas who'd be like
3.
That's a 3.
Didn't say flock like 100,000 times. 3.
He only said it 92,750 actually.
Yeah. I already know what's gonna happen with my blind ranking.
Oh God.
I'm excited though. Do we know? Are we recording next week? The finals?
I think so. Well, I mean, a couple of the boys in chat, by the way, shout out Skylar, Wizard was in here. I'm trying to think. Skylar, Wizard, AJ was in here. I know. What's called? Well, I mean, everybody knows about AJ because we kind of spoiled it. Because he literally said Mason typed it in the chat. Wizard and Skylar got it on the last episode. Sorry if I spoiled that and you guys haven't watched it yet, the second edition. But
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Are you guys streaming Friday too? I don't know. It depends if we got enough. We wanted to clear the deck. I suppose we could have waited till Friday to do it. Because that's when we normally do team review streams. We might not stream Friday if we don't have enough reviews to go through. But if we have a bunch of reviews that come through, then we'll probably stream Friday as well. Also appreciate all Nemesis, but anybody who's wished me well on the wedding, honeymoon, etc. I really appreciate that. Anything else on Calster here aside from just literally go collect more Infinity Stones, especially in his situation because he has 3 ones of liquidity. Like, this is my biggest piece of advice that I can give because I've actually never been in a situation like this. I don't play with tacos like Calster's playing with here, or at least more than one taco. Just overpay for stuff. Literally just overpay for stuff. Like, oh, Bijan, the guy who has Bijan wants Achan and 2 1s. Go get him. Go get him. Yeah. I literally don't care.
Hey. We're shopping in Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, exactly. COD Champs is Friday. Oh,
that's a good point.
Stunna, you're immediately getting a 3 for me. You're talking about Call of Duty as a grown man.
Bro, he played professional.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. That's cool. I mean, that's more understandable than Danny talking about it.
Bro, no bullshit though. He's like played with people that are literally like some of the best players in the league right now. Like when he was competing, he was like top 4 in the amateur scene in terms of challengers. Like he's one of the fucking best COD players in the fucking world.
Okay. Well, then it's less sus then. It's less sus. Danny just plays like his gold ass, whatever rank that he is. And like, I don't even know what the ranking system. I don't even know what the ranking system is.
I'm almost diamond.
Whatever.
I've played with Austin Eckler though.
Oh no. That was so funny, bro. Austin Eckler tears his Achilles. Danny, bro, I played COD with him that one time.
He was good at Warzone, I will say. He's good at Warzone.
I'll keep to fantasy football and food. Yeah, I mean, as long as if Stunna, if you end up winning and we get to go to the Mexican place together, I will vote for anybody who wants to go to the Mexican place with me for every meal. That's who gets my vote. So if you do another clip submission, just like throw in some Mexican food, ball knowledge, and we'll be going. Any good food on the trip? Well, it is America, so all the food sucks reasonably for you. It's terrible for you, but there is some good food in Austin. I thought Terry Black's was pretty good, the famous barbecue place that we went to, and El Dorado's or whatever the Mexican place was. Mexican food is the best food. Ball knowledge. You're immediately getting an extra point from me.
He's already pandering. No kidding.
He's pandering. Now you just got to bribe me with Bills tickets. And
Stunna's got like all the fucking branches to access. He'll talk COD with me and obviously the Cowboys. He'll talk about Mexican food with you. He'll talk about OKC and COD with Zach, because that's another thing too. Zach is like crim and COD. He plays a lot.
Yeah,
but like he's got it covered.
And here's the thing, Stunna. I will say the one thing I've noticed about Stunna so far is if we were just grading fit in the league, I think he'd have a very high grade for me because I do think he would fit very well in the league. It's not the only thing we're grading. Some people, Mason, care more about how good the content is. I care more about the league dynamic because I think that makes better content, which is a disagreement that Avery, Mason, some other people in the chat, Thomas, they not only care about how good the content is, but they want the best content possible, which is a totally understandable reason for rating somebody high. I just think that the fit in the league should be the number one most important thing.
For what it's worth, I also thought Skylar's clips were just very good.
Yeah,
like obviously,
I'm saying like,
yeah.
I don't know exactly what his scores were and shit because I wasn't on the video, but definitely. And if you film that disagreement, you get more content. I'll have to include my fiance in the videos to get a 10 out of Mason.
Let's go.
Facts indeed.
He needs the DEI.
Okay, so anything else on this team? I mean, he won the league. He's a powerhouse. Obviously, just insanely good team.
I mean, he outlined it, bro. Where is he in the chat? Let me find.
He said don't. I think he said don't go too in depth or something like that.
Winners matters more. Went no running back first season. Tank for Genty. Down here for I mean, you've done everything fucking right. Just keep that process. And I mean, we're picking hairs at a team that is that stacked. Realistically,
we're picking hairs. Yeah,
picking hairs.
But anyways. Jordan, shout out. Look at Jordan on the top of the leaderboards.
Yes, sir. Shout out.
Frying 2 team reviews and a $78 trade question or whatever he got. Also trying to bribe us to vote for him on the draft day flock submission. No, I gave Jordan a high grade because I know he'd be a good fit in the league as well. But anyways, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I think we're going to sign out of here around the 2-hour mark. Again, if you submit more team reviews, we'll go live doing team reviews again on Friday. If not, we'll probably do an underdog best ball stream at some point this week. One thing I should actually talk to you about, Danny, is we probably should go to Buffalo at some point very soon because I don't know about you, but I got quite a bit of underdog funds burning a hole in my pocket. And I need to get some more drafts in because we're obviously going to draft a ton about a month from now when we're in Austin, but I want to get some July ADP texture in. So
I finished 100 of my BBMs. The plan initially was 100 by July. And then mid-July to early August would be my next batch of slows. I would do 25 BBMs. My next batch of slows, the other 25 would be when we're in Texas till the season. So like that actually maps out perfectly if we do have one more Buffalo trip, because I don't want to do all 50 of them when I'm in August because I'll miss out on maybe some values on the board right now.
Well, and frankly, I know this doesn't help you. It helps me. I don't really need to do any fasts. Like we don't need to spend a night in a hotel or anything like that. If you want, you and I can just quick cross the border, enter some slows, or to help me out in a major way, since you're way closer to the border than I am, you could always do a pop over yourself and I don't need to go. I only need slows. I don't need any fast myself.
Last time I tried that, it wouldn't let me log into your account for some reason.
Right. Yeah, that did happen.
I don't know why that's the case, but
I mean, it worked. It worked the last time, didn't it?
No, remember?
Didn't
remember I was trying to log in and it wouldn't let me when I was
right. Yeah. It worked. It worked when Maria did it for me in Winnipeg, when she was in Winnipeg, because I did the proper steps. I logged out of my account. I had my location settings turned off and shit, and she was able to log into my account that way.
Hey, Silly's a diehard Bills fan. I didn't even know that. Also, Corey wouldn't know this lore, but former world champion that is Silly. Shout out to the World War II team.
Shout out to Call of Duty.
Do you know the name Aches? Have you heard of that name?
I don't know any of these people.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I know you said you used to follow.
I played Call of Duty. I know. I knew personally. Face Hugs, because he's from KW.
You know, FaZe Agony's from Hamilton, eh?
Oh, really? Yeah. I only knew him because my friend growing up's mom was his mom. Or stepmom was his mom.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But shout
out Rome,
Rome's reality. Speaking of Rome here in the chat, what's going on? Do you guys tell the border agent that you're doing underdog drafts? We usually say that we're going shopping.
Oh, dude. And one time
on Austin, we say that we're going to do a fantasy draft, though.
Sometimes I'll get pressed. They're like, oh, like, where are you shopping, this and that? And I'll always be like, yeah, do you know, like, the Home 2 Suites? Like, across the street from there's a little outlet. I say the same thing every time. I'm like, you know, the Home 2 Suites? And I'll like search up what the road is before I leave on blah. And they'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, well, there's a little outlet mall. And I was just going to look around. Like, that's how blunt my story is every time.
Ridgely Road.
Yeah.
I remember the street name still.
I just reference it as Home 2 Suites.
It's for business. It will get us in trouble. We can't say that.
We've done that before, and
we've said for work. You guys, Americans, very strict about work permits, and I think it's the same in the other direction for what it's worth. If you guys were to come to Canada and say the same thing, it's an issue.
Yeah. Like one time, Corey when we were at the border mentioned it's for business, and we got pulled in and questioned.
Yeah,
and
we got questioned.
The guy just said to us, he's like, just don't say that again. And then we left.
Yeah, just don't say that. Like, yeah. So now we just say we're going shopping.
Also, bro, what your friends with Study? That's actually insane. Wait, Rome knows Study and Karma. Karma's also like one of the best players of all time. Study was an OG in the back in the day too. That's crazy.
Okay, we got lips on the cheeks now. We need to keep rolling here. But anyway,
how does this guy know everything?
Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Tier ups and tier downs in Dynasty. Rookies that are going to smash, regression candidates, first league winner video of the offseason, second-year players to make the leap. And then pretty much next week, we're into like primo fantasy content for the year. Strategy videos, more league winning stuff. Training camp's going to be opening basically a week from today is when the rookies are going to start reporting for some of the teams. So definitely be sure to check out, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will talk to you guys later, and hopefully we'll be back with another stream at some point in the next couple of days. Submit your Dynasty Decisions teams. If not, we'll probably be ripping some underdog drafts very soon. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace out. We'll talk to you soon.